This is the Drive-By Night Show. We are a 3-hour drive around call-in talk show right here on TikTok every Thursday night from 8 o'clock till 11 o'clock Central Time. There's the phone number, 402-853-8436. Anybody can call. We can talk about whatever you want. The only rule that I have is just be cool. Other than that, anything goes. This is my 24th week doing this. I think so. So chat's saying I've missed the last month of shows. Well, I don't know why you've done that. Let's just start things off with Nevada calling in right away. Drive-By Night Show, how are you?
Hey man, what's up?
What's going on tonight?
Just playing Call of Duty.
I didn't catch that last part.
We're just playing Call of Duty.
You need to slow down. You sound like you're a little too excited.
Yeah.
Maybe give it to me like 3/4 speed.
Okay. I'm playing Call of Duty, man. What about you?
Oh, I'm doing okay tonight. What are you up to?
I'm playing Call of Duty.
Oh, you're playing Call of Duty. Are you winning?
Yeah, man.
Are you winning tonight?
I'm getting raped by Roskin.
Okay. Does that happen often?
Oh yeah, all day.
Okay. Well, you know maybe you need to work on that a little bit.
Yeah, Rose keeps on tickling my pickle.
Okay, yeah, that's amazing. Anything else you want to add to the show this evening?
Anybody want to play Call of Duty?
Huh?
Anybody want to play Call of Duty?
I can't. I'm busy right now, but maybe somebody else does. Why don't you throw out your handle?
Hi, Batman.
The what?
Talk to you later, man.
All right.
Hi, Batman.
Yeah. Have a great night.
Bye.
Thanks.
You too, man. Bye-bye.
I don't know what was going on there. Nevada was playing Call of Duty, and I don't know. Just wanted to talk or something. Let's see what the chat's doing. Chat's saying, hey, man. Chat's saying, hello. Hello, Neuropsycho. How are you? And then, are you supportive of LGBTQ? I most certainly am. And you want to play Call of Duty? Well, there's some dude from Nevada that'll play with you. We got North Carolina on the line. Drive-By Night Show, how are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing all right tonight. What's going on?
Nothing much. What about you?
I'm just getting the show started tonight, just kind of getting things kicked off and not really sure where it's going to go.
Well,
Wait,
I'm just sitting here. Huh?
Wait, what did you do today?
What did I do today? Okay, well, I have my own lawn care business.
Okay. So
I did my daily run, mowed 7 yards today.
now is 7 yards, is that considered a full busy day, or how would you rank 7 yards in a day?
Well, I had to get up around 2, and I usually work till about 5, so
Okay.
I could have got more.
Right. Now, when you go do a yard, do you do the works? Do you edge and do you trim? Do you bag the grass? Like what's involved in a yard for you?
I do everything.
Okay. And how long have you been doing this?
Going on 7 years.
Oh, right on. So it's going well for you then.
Yeah.
Good. Now you're in North Carolina, so is there really an off season? Because I mean, December and January, are you still working those months as well?
No, not until the spring and summer.
Okay, I got you. So there is an off season then in the winter.
Yep.
Okay. Well, what do you do in the winter time to keep yourself busy?
That's when I just spend time with my family, and I go to construction
Okay.
with my dad.
Nice. Well, it sounds like you got things figured out pretty well.
Yep.
All right. I like it. Well,
All right, well,
thank you for calling tonight. I appreciate it.
thank you for having me.
Oh, you bet. Have a good night.
You too.
See ya. Okay, there was someone from North Carolina. Owns his own lawn business, and things have been going well. Let's try and get caught up with the chat here. The chat's saying hello. Oh, tag is Cold Nights for Call of Duty. And then the chat's asking, are you Uber? Yeah, I am. If you watch some of my videos on my TikTok handle, you'll see me doing lots and lots of Uber rides. We got Nebraska on the line. Drive by Night Show.
Hello
How are
there.
you?
How are you?
Oh, I'm well. How are you tonight?
My name is Brad, and you made an order through our website. I've got some good news for you.
Oh, okay, Brad. What was the website?
Your package is on the way as we speak. I bet you're excited.
Well, I would be excited, Brad, if I knew which website you're
We
referring
will
to.
need you to sign for your package. Make sure it's someone who's comfortable signing for a package of 1,000 Viagra pills.
Oh my, Brad. What do you think I'm doing on my?
You
off
did
time?
leave us a few alternative addresses in case you aren't home.
Well, who are you gonna send those pills to, Brad?
I think one of the addresses is your parents.
Oh,
I hope they aren't worried about your sex life. Well,
no,
I would be.
they'll probably use the pills themselves if that's the case.
Anyways, I hope they bring you hours and hours of pleasure.
Yeah, after 4 hours, though, it can be dangerous. That's what I've heard.
You've been pranked by Prank Caller.
Thank you.
Download the app today at prankcaller.io.
There you go, a little prankcaller.io. Those are a lot of fun, so I don't mind those one bit. The chat's saying, I love this. And the chat's saying, what going on? This is the Drive By Night Show. We just bang out phone calls. Well, it looks like we're getting Nevada calling again. I don't know if this is the same Nevada. Let's find out. Drive By Night Show, how are you?
Yo.
What's
This is like a dude that does like lawn and shit.
that does what? I'm sorry.
You know that guy that just called that does like lawns?
Oh, yeah. He called a couple calls ago. Yeah, what's up?
I can get this guy to mow my lawns because, you know, the Mexicans.
We don't need to go there. It doesn't matter what race is mowing your lawn. Just people. Chat is saying, can I call this? You certainly can. 402-853-8436 is the phone number. Just be cool. Keep it clean. Just talk about people or just people. And let's just keep it that way. We got this is a good friend from New York checking in early today. Drive By Night Show, how are you?
How is it going, my friend?
It's going well tonight. What are you up to?
I just got off work, and I'm waiting in the diner. My grandmother's fiance, it's so weird to say, just flew up to South Carolina, so they're coming to meet me here, and we're going to have some dinner.
So you're in South Carolina at a diner?
No. He flew up from South Carolina here.
I see. So you're in a classic New York diner. What's the name of it?
It's the Millennium Diner, and it is probably the worst diner that we have in my area.
I see. So why go to this one then?
Because my grandmother likes it.
Oh, okay. So as far as diners go, are you a diner guy to begin with?
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay.
Diners are the best. You go there and you can get whatever you want. It doesn't even have to be on the menu. As long as they have the ingredients, like, yeah, screw it. Yeah,
Wow.
you know, whatever.
So what
Breakfast, whatever you want. You know, you can have a burger at 8 o'clock in the morning if you want. It's ridiculous.
What are you in the mood for tonight?
I don't know. Help me figure something out. What do I want?
Well, what do you want? I mean, that's good. Like I am a breakfast all day, all night sort of person, and that sounds pretty good.
I was thinking that, but then I was also thinking like a gyro. You ever had a gyro?
Well, yeah, many, too many, probably.
I don't know how cuisine is everywhere outside of New York. Because New York,
I understand.
will say we have the best food because we can get food from anywhere. You want Thai food, you can have authentic Thai food. You can have Peruvian food. You can have any kind of food that you want. We have it here at a Thai restaurant, 30 minutes away left.
No, I understand, and believe me, I'm very jealous of it. I do live in a weird city though that has just about anything. It doesn't have a lot of it, but it's got
What's
like
the population of Lincoln anyway?
I think it's pushing 400,000.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not, you know, it's not huge, but it's not a tiny little place either. There's some things going on.
I live maybe an hour with 45 minutes without traffic outside of Manhattan. So I live in the greater metropolitan area, and that whole area is like 8 million people.
Oh yeah.
So
No, I know. It's
there's yeah. But anyways, I think I'm thinking. I don't know. I'll just look at the menu and something will call to me and I'll go with that. I don't know if breakfast is such a hot idea because they've served me rancid sausages before and I'm not about to go get some rancid sausage. So.
Yeah.
That's all. Not good. Whatever. Anyways, so how's your week been?
It's been fine. You know, I don't want to report. I am gonna leave town a little bit next week, so I'm kind of getting excited about that.
Where are you going?
Minneapolis.
Why?
To hang out and have a good time. It's a fun city. Have you ever been?
Are you gonna see the Minneapolis? Wait, what's it? I'm sorry. Wait, are you gonna see the? Are you gonna go to the? What's it called? Help me out here.
I don't know what you're looking for.
You know, with the riots and stuff.
Oh yeah, like the George Floyd mural.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I thought about going because it sounds like, I mean, not that it's like a tourist thing. I just want to go to see it. You know,
dude,
it sounds interesting.
It's
you know that there's, you know, it's fine. There's no other riots. That's fine.
Well, you know, you're right. But honestly, talk about a city that I think would really surprise you, is because it's so far north that there's nothing else that really nearby it or around it. So that city literally has everything inside of it, and that's like 3-4 million person city. So it's really got things going on. It's really a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's awesome. Great. Are you gonna drive?
Yeah. It's only like 6.5 hours from here.
Well, when are you gonna come back?
Well, I'm actually not gonna leave until next Friday. So I will be here for the Thursday. Yeah, it's just starting to be like, now it's like it's on my mind. This is like next week that it's coming up. Mm-hmm. So I'm starting to like anticipate it and get ready.
So I have a bone to pick with my employer.
Well, let's hear it.
So I just recently got promoted to assistant manager 3 months ago. And as an assistant manager, I get paid vacation time. Great. It's awesome. I don't know many places that do that. But apparently I have to be working as an assistant manager for 6 months before I can use the vacation time. And the vacation time doesn't add up. It's use it or lose it before September 15th.
Okay.
That's when my 6 months is up.
September 14th.
September 12th, my 6
Okay.
months is up. So
Okay.
I will not be able to use my vacation time, and I'm very unhappy about it because I wanted to take a vacation. I need a vacation, honestly.
Yeah, no, that sounds good. So there's just nothing you can do about it.
I'm just gonna, you know what they say, the squeakiest wheel gets the grease. So I'm just gonna keep bothering HR, my district manager, my regional manager, and to do something about it. It's such BS. I'm not. I worked for that time. I'm entitled to that time.
Yeah.
I should get that time. You know what I mean?
I do. But whatever is right, and you kind of get into that corporate law speak, and they've got that stuff pretty.
I'm not
figured
gonna
out.
sue them. I just
Well, I don't think you can. You can't. It's already in whatever thing you signed when you started the job. Like they've got that stuff all
that's
ironed
true.
out.
But you know what? I'm their best employee, and they should look to treat me like I'm their best employee. So I really need to. And I'm not saying that to be full of myself. Like I've been working with the company for 1.5 years, and they want to give me my own store already. Like, the regional manager came over, and he was just like, well, next time I come down, you better have a store. And I'm like, what the hell? I've only been assistant manager for 3 months. I've only put the company 1.5 years.
Yeah.
It's not my company. But anyways, no. So, it's just crazy, dude. And I'm not looking forward to the holidays. Oh my God, traffic. There is so much traffic. They open a carnival next to the mall that I work at. And the entire road I take to get there, I can't go that way anymore because there's just so much traffic from the stupid carnival and all the schools letting out that I'm literally late 20 minutes every day to work.
What? There's just a carnival in the middle of the streets?
Well, yeah, in the middle of the street. No, it's like in a parking lot or something like patio
I
they
see.
have. I can see it when I'm going to
Oh,
work.
I see.
Ferris wheel.
It's kind of one of those makeshift, like it drives into town, it sets up in a parking lot, and then it drives.
Yeah. It's only going to be there for a week.
I
Yeah.
got you. No, those are stupid.
Still good fun.
I
you know?
I never trust those rides and those little pop-up ones like that. Like that, you look at those things and they just look old and rusty, and I just don't know about all that.
So my favorite one is the Gravitron. You know, do you guys ever have one of
Oh
those?
yeah.
Spins around and then you go up on this thing and you can do crazy things and you always got the kid 5 feet down from you that throws up. Great. Love it.
It's true. It's true.
Now I want to go to Six Flags. Damn it. And I have no vacation time to go to Six Flags.
How far away is Six Flags?
So Six Flags is in New Jersey.
Okay.
There's one in New Jersey and one in Connecticut. And it's maybe 6. We'll get there before 10 because I think the park opens at 10. And we usually stop in Cracker Barrel on the way to get some breakfast or whatever.
You got to stop at Cracker Barrel.
Do you like what? Do you like Cracker Barrel?
It's great.
Did I complain about there being no Cracker Barrel where I live? We have everything but Cracker Barrel.
Okay. Well, it I mean, we've got one here, but it is like a southern establishment at heart, you know.
Well, do you know what Fiesta? Like, there's one upstate, not too far. You know, it's still further away from the one in New Jersey, but it's not too far. There's some in Rhode Island. I've been to the one in Rhode Island just outside of Providence.
Okay.
So, like, they're further north of me. It's just the property value here is too expensive. So, I mean, they've been saying forever that they were going to put one in, but we didn't get one. And you don't understand how ridiculous it is. When we got our first Chick-fil-A, people waited in the parking lot.
Oh, yeah. Well,
the first 100 people that waited in the parking lot got Chick-fil-A for a year.
Yeah, no,
like,
they had that.
Crazy.
They had that crap here. There were people in tents, and there were like campers and shit like in the parking lot. People, I think
you wouldn't be able to get in there for like the first 3 years at all.
Yeah,
it would just be too bad.
I understand, and it's what it's pretty mediocre, really, if you ask me. Like, it's not that good.
Well, I guess I love it because I don't get it that often.
Oh,
you know.
Okay. I don't know. It's okay.
Well, I mean, I think it's cheap food and it's really fattening. You can't really eat it all that much. I mean, I'm kind of glad that it's like because I blow up like a balloon.
Right.
But I always like their country fried steak. You know what country fried steak?
At Chick-fil-A?
No, at a Cracker Barrel, not
Oh.
Chick-fil-A. I'm talking about Cracker Barrel.
All right. No, that's fine. Nothing wrong
No,
with
I
that.
don't need a Chick-fil-A. I can't eat a Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
But anyway, I have some news for you. Did you? Excuse me. I don't have COVID. I promise. I'm vaccinated.
Well,
I got the Pfizer.
I think we're okay through the phone. You got the Pfizer. What did you think of the Pfizer?
It really kicked my ass the first 3 days. Like I thought it was like, oh, well, the first one I pulled out,
the first dose or the second dose?
The second dose. I'm fully vaccinated. Now, the
see.
second dose kicked my ass, dude. It was not fun. And then like after I felt really good about it because I was like, oh, super new fancy science one, right?
Yeah.
You know, because it's the mRNA one and not the traditional vaccine. And I was like, oh, I'm so better protected than everybody else. And then like it was posted in the news that Pfizer donated $1 million to anti-LGBT individuals. And I'm like a huge supporter of the community, and that's some internalized issues with that now that I've got the Pfizer vaccine. So there's that.
Okay.
But oh well, it's too late now. I can't take it out.
No, it's in there. There's no reversing the Pfizer at this point.
Oh, and let me tell you, I'm thankful for it because I don't wear a mask. I'm not one of those anti-maskers, but the whole not having to go, oh shit, my mask, and then walk all the way from the storefront to the car, then walk all the way back with the mask on. It's just.
No, I understand, but it's good. I haven't seen that many people in masks lately, so for the meantime, I think we're kind of beyond it.
Well, I mean, I think there's going to be another resurgence.
I do too. I can almost guarantee it. I feel like.
Well, because there's people out there that aren't vaccinated.
No, I know, and it's basically like what I read today are. The majority of the deaths right now are from people that aren't vaccinated.
Of course. I have a friend that's like, oh, I'm going to go to the city and buy a fake tax card. I'm like, why? He's like, oh, I'm still going to wear my mask. But if it's required for something, because he thinks that they're trying to use it to dumb us down, and I'm not here to argue whether that's true or not. I mean, I don't think you agree with that, but...
No, and I heard someone put it really well. They're like, why would they want to dumb down
The compliant people. Well, no, that's
well,
still
you're right, and then you're left with, the people that will never listen, never agree, always be selfish and decide to do all of their things, and we're going to leave them just as they are, and we're going to take like the giving and the kind and the cooperative people, and we're going to like ruin their lives. I mean, think about the logic behind that. It doesn't make any sense.
Well, they don't think about logic. Well, my favorite thing is the ones that say, "Oh, it's about population control, right? They're gonna put like something in the vaccine." Right? I message people. It's really bad. So sorry, I'm being nosy right now. There's an ambulance and stuff. Anyways, so they say, "Oh, well, there's something in the vaccine, population control." I always like look at them and go, "Oh, I absolutely believe you, but I think you got it all wrong. I don't think they're going to cost the vaccine, because why would they kill the compliant people? I think what they're going to do is, there's a reason we got to get 2 shots, and the second one's what's worse, because there's actually there are 2 vaccination shots in the shot, and the second one for a much worse virus that just kills you instantly. Yeah. And they're going to release that one into the public in the future. And all the people that were vaccinated previously are going to be fine.
Now,
they look at me like, what? And I'm like, yeah. The only way you can combat ridiculous conspiracy theories is even more ridiculous conspiracy theories.
Now that one's fascinating, and that would actually make a lot more sense to the point that I was making. So now we're going to protect the compliant, easy to get along with, giving people, and we're just going to wipe out the idiots, basically, is what you're saying.
Exactly. Well, no, I mean, this is assuming that we're considering the compliant people idiots because we're quote unquote cheap. I just like the whole, messing with conspiracy theorists, like the moon landing was fake. I just look at them and go, "You think there's a moon?" Just random shit like that.
Yeah, sure. That's fun, actually. I kind of like that comeback.
You got to come up with your own, right? The Earth's flat.
Right.
No, the Earth's not flat. It's a pyramid. That's why there's time zones.
It's true.
Just drive them crazy. It's great. Because they're too far gone.
I like it. When's your dinner start tonight?
It's soon. I'm just waiting for so they drove from JFK Airport, and JFK Airport is right off the Belt Parkway. And if there's anything that you know about the Belt Parkway is where you go to rot in your car while you sit through traffic. Okay. Now it moves, but it just sucks. So hard. I'd much rather go to LaGuardia, but whatever. Okay.
It's 9:30. Can't be the worst thing in the world right now.
No, I mean, listen, I don't wake up until 10 o'clock anyway, and when I'm off, I don't wake up until 2. So this is my dinner time anyways. I'm not going to go to sleep until 2, 3 o'clock in the morning anyway. This is about right for dinner. But anyways, I think we've gone 15 minutes and 3 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
Well, actually, no, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to let you catch up with the chat first, and then I'll hang up with you one time.
Okay, you want me to read the chat? I got it.
Go ahead.
Chat is saying, good idea. Is my New York buddy, I tuned in just in time, and then someone saying, my guy, there need to be a time limit. And then it says, referring to you, this guy will talk forever. Hi, absolutely. You remember me, pick up the phone, me, what did I stumble into? Hey, from Omaha, Nebraska. Hey, remember me, whatever. I just don't know why he has the 10+ minute convos, would benefit from a talk time limit. He tries to keep it to 10 minutes. They strategically hired you at that date to avoid giving you that time the first year.
Seriously.
Yeah, there you go. And then they're saying you need a friend.
I need a friend?
You need a friend, but your friend in Florida, Gabe, is saying you're a super nice guy. He's sticking up for you.
Oh, that's nice.
And he's from New York. He just talks a lot.
I do talk a lot.
And then
I'm in sales. What do you want from me? I have to.
Yeah.
But I am going to get off because my grandmother's calling me.
Okay. All right. Thanks for calling. We'll talk to you soon.
Have a good week.
All right. We'll see you.
Bye.
Okay. There you go. Love him or hate him, he's my friend from New York. And he's literally been calling since the second show. And this is show number 24. Chad is saying, how many preschoolers do you think you could fight without getting overwhelmed? How many preschoolers do I think I could fight without getting overwhelmed? I mean, 500? You kidding me? Chat's saying, yeah, the number is a gimmick. He only answers phone calls from friends, business partners. I was about to say that's not true. That's not true, Trevor Jones 480. And now I've got somebody that I know calling next. But the first handful of calls were random. And then I didn't get him in time. Let's get him back on the line here. And then he has an answer when he's on the line. Trevor Jones, please go to the next call. Laughed my ass off, denied. Sad. Why, Trevor Jones? You got to give me a chance to redeem myself here. Ask him if he has any questions for me. Oh, Gabe, I'm just getting to you right now. Chat's saying nerds. Chat's saying stem cells. Chat's saying you're losing everyone. Boo, boo. A lot of tomatoes. What is this? I have a confession. I slept with my homeschooled children's teacher. I tried to call you, Gabe. I don't know what happened. Call me back. What did you say? I slept with my homeschooled children's teacher. That's like a mouthful. Why don't you call in and tell us about that? Chat saying, how much for the couch? I don't know. Bro, my girl hasn't texted me in 5 hours. What do I do? Chill out. And don't be so needy. And just wait. And she'll text you when she's ready to. All right, here's our buddy from Florida. So, sorry about that. I didn't get to you quick enough. What's up?
I know. Man.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing all right tonight. Just having a conversation with our mutual friend.
Yeah, I know. I right when I came on, I didn't get a notification that you were on, and then I looked at the phone. I saw it was 9 o'clock here. I was like, oh wow. And then right when I turned it on, I saw a good friend from New York calling. I was like, oh, there's my buddy.
There he is. And we talked about diners.
Mm-hmm.
What are your feelings about diners?
So all we have down here, really. So we have a Greek diner, not that far from me, but I've never been.
Yeah.
And then I don't know if this is just a chain in Florida, but I've never seen it anywhere else. We have a place called Mel's Diner.
Mel's?
Yeah, Mel's Diner.
Like on the TV show Alice.
Yes, yeah.
Oh.
It was, yeah. Yeah, it's called Mel's Diner. Yeah. I mean, I've been there since I was a little kid.
Okay.
So.
Flo works there, I believe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, I'm really dating myself right now, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Then, because we don't have like a lot of diner stuff around here too. So I think it really is like just an East Coast thing mainly.
It probably is, like Philadelphia, New York, New Jersey, all those places.
I remember going to, I was in Baltimore and they had diners all over the place there.
Exactly.
Too, so I think it's just that region just loves them.
And and I wish we had these in Florida where you could walk into like a corner store, not like a gas station, but kind of thing, where they just make food, like good food in front of you. Like it's not like we don't have any of that here. Like where you walk into a corner store in New York and it's kind of like a deli.
Yeah.
And they just make the food in front of you. I just wish we had that down here.
That would be awesome. I am definitely jealous of the deli scene they got going on
yes,
there.
Definitely.
It looks amazing.
It does. And,
now, how do you feel about? Have you ever been to New York?
Well, I went in 2008.
Yeah.
And I went to the final game of Yankee Stadium before they tore it down.
Wow, that's
and
awesome.
I went to the last game at that stadium before they tore it down. And I don't know if you know who this is, but I met Yogi Berra.
I know exactly who Yogi Berra is. Absolutely.
Yeah. So yeah.
I should think of a Yogi Berra quote right now because he had a lot of those.
He did.
To find him, but one's not coming off my tongue right
Yeah.
away. You know.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's great. You know, that ticket's got to be worth something too. Like if you
I have everything saved in like a box, and it's kind of like a picture frame box, and I have everything like I got him to sign my hat and everything,
Yeah.
like gloves and everything. So
That's great.
yeah, I have. Yeah, so I'm keeping that.
Is that your most prized possession, would you say?
My prized possessions definitely. Like I mean, I work at a car dealership, so I mean, my prized possession is cars. So I mean,
Yeah.
I just bought myself a new car. I'm sure I bought myself another Infinity.
Okay.
And
Okay.
so I'm sure my New York buddy would love to hear about that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Now, do you own like an older car?
What?
Do you own an older car, or ever plan to own like a classic type vehicle? Like, is that on your mind ever?
So I was thinking about, like, I'm big into like modding the cars and stuff like that. So I was looking at buying like a 350Z or something like that, and just building the crap out of it, and just trying to figure out what to do to it. But I'm trying to save my money a little bit, and not because I just bought myself a car, and it's trying to save. But
Yeah. All right. So.
But that's pretty much it. But I would say my car is my prized possession, though.
Okay, that's fair.
So, so I heard you're going to Milwaukee,
Minneapolis.
Minneapolis.
Yeah.
So, what are you planning on doing there?
Just drink a lot and
Yeah.
just wander around and just relax, just get out of town for a little bit.
Yeah.
It's a real fun place. So just see what's going on too.
I've never been there. I've never been to Minnesota. I've never been to Minneapolis, but
yeah. Well, I always recommend it to people because it's like it's not what you would expect it to be. It's just literally like this city. It's so far north and there's nothing around it that they've literally built like the perfect city there. Because then it's like they don't have to go anywhere.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When you got like a place like the East Coast where you just got one giant city, you can drive to another one within an hour and whatnot. It's kind of weird, but there you have to drive, 5, 6, 7 hours to get to the next city.
I have to drive, so I'm at the very bottom of South Florida, and I have to drive about 7 hours to get out of the state.
Oh yeah, it's
bad. I can't stand it. So if you're going on a road trip, like anywhere north,
you're screwed. So you're just you're kind of locked into Florida there.
Yeah,
really.
I mean, there's only 2 highways to get out of Florida. There's I-95 and 75. That's pretty much it.
That's really interesting. I never really considered that. Now I live in the middle of nowhere, but within 8 hours I can go to Denver, I can go to Chicago, I can go to Minneapolis, I can go to St. Louis, I can go to Kansas City, I can go to it just doesn't end. Like I can hit just about
that's the crappy part.
Yeah. So it's kind of nice. You can get just about anywhere in a day.
Exactly. Yeah.
Huh? Florida's just got you locked in there.
It pretty much. I mean, it's not that I'm like if I go anywhere, I go on a plane. I don't usually do road trips or anything like that.
I don't blame you.
It's because traffic is just so bad down here, and all these people are just moving down here.
Right.
It's just overflowing with people down here.
I hear you. Everyone wants to live in Florida, I guess.
I mean, the prices of houses, the prices of cars, the prices of everything are just skyrocketing.
I believe it.
Yeah. So, well, I will be back next week. I enjoyed.
All right, man. Well, thanks
right.
for checking in. Have a good one.
All right. Sounds good.
All
We'll
right.
have fun on the trip,
Oh,
and I'll
thank
be
you.
back next week.
All right, we'll see you. Thanks.
All right, sounds good. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right, there was our good friend from Florida. Let's see here. The chat's saying hi. The chat's saying, damn, sad to see you going down like that. And then there's like, what are you referring to here? Matthew Crane 03. Are you referring to the fact that I was at over 40 viewers at one point and now there's one? And I just never understand that number. I don't really think that number's real. Because then, like, people will be calling and, like, people are, like, interacting and saying stuff. And it's always confusing for me to, like, fully understand, like, what that live number really is, what it really means, if it's accurate or not. I just don't really know. Either way, this is the Drive By Night Show. Thank you for joining me. The phone line is open, 402-853-8436. Feel free to call, and we can talk about whatever you want. And there you go. So we had a few calls that I guess were people I've never spoken to before. And then we had two back-to-back from some regular type callers that call the show virtually every week. But right now, anybody can call, and I'm just here. If you're interested in past episodes of the Drive By Night Show, there are 23 episodes of this posted on YouTube at All the Rides. The show is also available in a podcast form. Just search your favorite provider, or go to your favorite provider and search Drive By Night Show, and this thing will pop up. And there you go. And just the best way to know what this is and to interact and to join and to participate with the show is the phone number, and 402-853-8436, and there you go. So thank you so much for hanging out. I really appreciate it. It's a stormy and it's a dark sort of thunderstorm night going on around here, so I'm just kind of sitting under an overpass trying not to get rain all over me, and I'm just trying to waiting it out, waiting for it to get dark as well, and then I'll go drive around a little bit because, you know, as the title says, this is the Drive By Night Show. So right on. Thanks for hanging out. I really appreciate it. And we're just doing it tonight. And it was really busy earlier on, and then it just sort of fizzled out. So I appreciate anybody who's hanging out and staying with me right now. Thank you so much. And now we've got a phone call from Michigan. Drive By Night Show, how are you?
Hi, how's it going?
It's going good tonight. What are you up to?
Just laying around.
Okay. Busy day at work?
No, it rained.
Oh, I see. So you've kind of had one of those days where you're just like, screw it, I'm not doing anything.
Well, I do lawn care, so I pretty much couldn't.
I got you. That's okay. You need a day like that, don't you think? Where you just got nothing to do.
No, I wasted it all on TikTok.
All right. So how much TikTok do you think you watched today?
Well, I should be getting my next notification to go eat something or go outside here pretty soon.
Okay. Do you set notifications yourself on TikTok, or is it just like know when it's time for you to eat?
To my understanding, every couple hours they have like a pre-programmed TikTok of somebody suggesting you take a break.
Yeah, I've seen those, and yeah, that I guess that's maybe that point where it's like, all right, I'll get up and walk around a little bit. So, have you seen like an amazing video on there today, or what's been the best one, do you think?
I've not really been looking at. I've been just kind of scrolling people's lives. Actually, I mentioned I talked on yours a few minutes ago.
Oh, well, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
I've got 3 kids. One of them is well into school age. The other one is kind of preschool age.
Yeah.
they're homeschooled. So me and my wife, we do their schooling. They don't go to, public schools.
Right.
And I kind of screwed up. I haven't told her yet, but I slept with my kid's teacher.
This is true. So how did it, was it something that was brewing over a long period of time, or was it just kind of a spontaneous thing?
Well, it's been multiple times.
Okay. So.
And I have 3 kids with her now.
Right. So what do you think you're going to do about this? Are you going to tell your wife?
I mean, she kind of knows. She was there.
Oh. So she was there in the sense that she saw it happen?
She kind of did more than see.
I see. So maybe she joined in?
I mean, basically, yeah, because, if she didn't, it would kind of been just me.
Oh. Okay, yeah. So let's see here. I think I'm putting this together. So you and your wife homeschool your children, and then you had an affair with their homeschool teacher, which also happens to be your wife.
Yeah, that's correct.
I like it. That's kind of, do you guys role play? Because that sounds kind of fun, actually.
On a serious note, please do not suggest that to my wife, because she would so go for that.
You don't think she would go for that?
No, she would.
Oh.
One of our kids was a result of me uncomfortably pretending to be a vampire.
I see. So you didn't necessarily like being the vampire, but it drove your wife crazy.
Crazy enough that we have a 9-year-old.
Okay. I see. Well, I suppose, but it sounds kind of fun. It sounds like she's kind of into that stuff.
I can see the appeal of it, but I was never, even as a child, I can remember the last time I was with friends playing pretend, and we were kind of climbing behind the sheds and pretending to be explorers. And I've always felt awkward doing that kind of thing. I have done it with my wife because it pleases her.
Yeah.
It's just never been big on playing pretend. I could not make an actor. I would be a horrible actor.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. But sometimes it's not always about you. Sometimes it's about what the other person, what gets them going.
Yeah.
So you got to do it. I'm sure it's maybe have a few drinks. Have you ever tried that before one of those nights?
No, I haven't.
It might loosen you up a little bit.
Yeah, that's a whole other box of worms. I like my inhibitions, and I'm afraid of how I would be if I didn't have control. Because I'm a bit of a weird guy to begin with.
Okay.
With my inhibitions.
Yeah.
And I don't necessarily have a lot of friends because things are funny in my head, but they're not funny when they come out.
I see.
And I don't know.
Are you saying that your humor is an acquired taste?
Yes, but at the same time, if I don't know what I would do if I didn't have control of myself.
Okay, so you're worried that if you let go and there's nothing like holding it back, that you could do something that you regret, or you might hurt somebody. What kind of losing control are we saying?
Well, that's the thing. I don't know.
But you're afraid to even go there.
Exactly.
Okay.
I don't know. Like, say if I went to some social event. Okay, how about here's an example. Maybe this is actually a good conversation. Maybe this is actually a clue. I had a minor surgery, and I did have to go under.
Okay.
And as I'm coming out, blatantly in front of my wife, and she wasn't offended by this, thankfully. At least she didn't tell me. I am just telling all the nurses of how beautiful they are and this and that, right in front of my wife. And I need my inhibitions. I need to have some sort of filter to what I say.
Yeah. So you were slightly under the influence. You were drugged on something, and all of a sudden you were just like, things were coming out of your mouth that you're like, where's this stuff coming from?
Yeah, basically. Because at least for me, I don't know about everybody, but at least for me,
yeah.
When I come out of anesthesia, I can't control what I say.
Okay, that's right. You know, I've never been under anesthesia in my life, you know, but I've drank a lot in my life, and certainly had moments where I have no filter, you know, and it is kind of an interesting place to be in sometimes. I don't know.
Hey, honey. Oh, yeah, the phone. With TikTok. He says that we should pretend like I'm having an affair on my kids' teacher. Yeah, she's smiling.
So
she's quiet, but she's smiling.
See, that's because she gets your sense of humor.
When I was coming out of anesthesia and
sitting on the mirror?
Yeah. Were you mad?
No, because you were yourself.
Yeah, and if myself is hitting on other women in front of you, shouldn't that make you mad?
No, because you were intoxicated. You choose not to get drunk because you know that's how you were mad. Why you respect them?
But doesn't that mean deep down inside I want to play with other women?
I know you.
Am I really that horrible of a husband?
That's you, Mike. That's who you are.
That's not good.
You like to get a reaction from me.
I wasn't doing it to get a reaction. The nurse was hot.
It sounds like she knows exactly who you are and accepts you for who you are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But and anesthesia is uncontrollable. Alcohol is a decision.
I think you're right. I think you're right. That's an interesting way to look at it.
Yes.
Okay. All right. On. Well, there you go. This has been a fascinating phone call.
Definitely. I think I learned something about myself, and I'm kind of ashamed. But we got somewhere.
Well, I suppose that's kind of what therapy is, really. I don't think you're supposed to walk out of it all like happy and stuff right away. It's about little building blocks and little progress, and it's not always going to be pleasant. But I don't know if this is therapy either. Who knows?
Yeah, it could be.
Okay, but we do have to look ourselves in the mirror from time to time and ask who are we?
Right.
You know.
Very true.
So it's okay. It's healthy. I think so. As long as I don't do it every day.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, man. Well, thank you so much for calling tonight.
All right. Talk to you later.
All right. Have a good one. See you.
Bye.
Okay. There's a call from Michigan. And yeah, it's just a pretty fascinating phone call. And let's see. The chat is saying, this is interesting. Yeah, it was interesting. Then the chat saying, what up? Hello again, friends. What do you think the most important thing in life is? And then somebody is answering that question for you, and they're saying living. And then someone's saying, I just sent a voicemail, and wow, that guy was a real piece of work. Yeah, it really was. It was kind of just an interesting phone call that I didn't know where it was going. And oftentimes I do this, and the phone calls can become real predictable. Like somebody calls in with a prank call, and you can just tell right away that they have like a one-track mind agenda. And it's kind of like, all right, let's play around with this. Let's see where it goes. But you kind of already know where it's going to go. Like that last call, like every single turn that call took, I still didn't know where it was going to go. And that was a lot of fun. And now he's saying, very interesting, thanks for the chat. He's saying that guy was a piece of work talking about himself. And that's what I'm saying. I think this guy is kind of an original. And I like it. And no one's going to blame this guy of being predictable anytime soon, I don't think. So this is the Drive By Night Show. Phone line is open, 402-853-8436. Give us a call. And we're just hanging out. We're just chilling. And we do this for 3 hours. Man, so I got a little over 2 hours left tonight. And we'll see how it goes. So thank you so much for hanging out. And there you go. Now I just sound like I'm repeating myself. And who's the person that's saying that they left a voicemail? Why don't you just call in and say something like right now? Now I'm trying to look, and it's like, oh, I do have 7 voicemails. Okay. Well, I'm not going to check the voicemail, but you're more than welcome to call back and say hello, and that would be just fine with me. So, right on. And I'm just hanging out. I'm just looking at a whole lot of nothing going on in front of me, and it's just everything's okay. I don't know. So I put up so this is episode number 24, and then I put up 23 on YouTube at All the Rides. You can check that out there. 23 last week was just a real wild episode, and I think if you haven't listened to some of that, go back and listen to it. It was just really all over the place, really random, and I don't know, I don't feel like there was like dead spots at the beginning, and then there weren't any dead spots as the show went on, if I remember correctly. Whereas this one was just really crazy at the beginning, and now we're just starting to hit a little dead spot here, and there you go. So I'm putting my feet up. I'm kind of relaxing. I might like recline the chair here in a minute and just kind of just sit here and chill and just wait for that phone call. 402-853-8436, and we're just doing it on the Drive By Night Show. Go get yourself a t-shirt from redbubble.com. They're just sitting there waiting for you. And there's all sorts of other stuff on there too, if you are so inclined. But it's really kind of whatever. Just like the biggest thing that just helps and supports is watching the show, watching the TikToks, watching the YouTube. I don't know. And I think if just all of that stuff happens, then everything's really okay. So, I don't know. 402-853-8436. Someone's saying I called, but it fails. The reason behind that, maybe, possibly, probably, is that I had to block all private and unknown numbers because I found that 99% of the people that called me private had very horrible things to say. And I'm not saying that's you, Baby Stories 2. I'm sure you have a very great motives behind you and your call, and we could have a great conversation. But if you find that it fails, that's probably the reason. So you just can't call private because I just can't risk it. I just can't accept it. If there's a number with somebody, I find it holds people more accountable than if they don't have the number. Because people that just call in private, there's no repercussions. I can't block their number. How would I make it not private? That's a good question. I don't know. Try. How many times did you try? If you just tried once, try it again, and maybe it was some other issue or whatever. But it'll block like unknown numbers too, and sometimes it's not like super specific about why a number is unknown or something, and you call it 3 times. Oh boy. Well, I'm sorry. If you want, don't send your phone number here in the chat. But if you want to send me a text of your phone number, I will call you on that number, and maybe that will work. And yeah, they're saying *67 makes a call private. But I don't think he was saying that he was intentionally making it private. It's just that it gets, dumped right to the voicemail or something. So I don't know. It's just like a little bit of work that I had to do with the phone calls, just to kind of clean the show up, because it was just at times getting like a little too. It was like wasn't even cool. Like it wasn't even people like prank calling. It was just people that wanted just to call in to sabotage the thing, just to say something really nasty and then just hang up and somehow just try and like ruin stuff. It was just like troll stuff, so that's why it says I called and it rings but you don't answer. I'm just sitting here, man. So I don't know. I think everything's okay. Let's see here. What's it saying? Well, okay. So it did block a private number at let's call this one then. Which one was the Michigan one? Michigan was 269. All right, let's see because there is now a couple of numbers that are like on my thing. So now I'm calling Louisiana. Let's see what happens here. But I don't really know. Maybe there's just something wrong with the phone tonight. I don't know. Because I'm trying to call right now and it like won't even call the phone number. So maybe there is something buggy happening here. But there you go. You heard the sound of the thing. I don't know. Let's try it now. Well, let's do that. I'll try and call my... Sometimes I call my voicemail. It kind of wakes things up here. See, listen, like I'm trying to call my voicemail and nothing's happening. So maybe I do have a problem with the phone right now. Okay, I think it's time to give the old Go a restart here. So I'm going to restart the phone, and then hopefully that fixes the problem. Until then, we're just hanging out. So don't call. Don't call right now. The phone is restarting, and we were having some technical difficulties there for a second, so I'm not exactly sure why. And now the phone doesn't want to do anything. So cheap Samsung. There we go. So now it's restarting, and it should be up in a couple of minutes, and then we'll try it again. So sorry about that. Thanks for hanging out, everyone. I really appreciate it. Jeez Louise. So restarting the phone. So how's everyone doing out there in the chat land? Besides trying to call and not getting any answers. I don't know. Okay. Oh man. So there you go. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Oh, thank you for the follow. I really appreciate that. And I'm gonna give you a follow back because you tried to call, and I do appreciate your effort. Okay, so the phone is. It says call settings. We don't care about that. Okay, now I'm going to try and call my voicemail, and let's see what's going on here. See if we can get this phone working again. Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you for hanging out and trying. And okay, so
please enter your password.
Okay, so I was at least able to make that call right there. So I think the phone is going again. And let's see, recents. So there was somebody that called from Louisiana, I'm going to try that number, and we'll see what happens here. And then, I don't know. And then call ended. I don't know. Maybe Louisiana doesn't want me to call them, which is fine. But I think right now everything's okay because the phone's ringing. We got Florida on the line. Hopefully that's somebody that was trying to get through. Drive-By Night Show, how are you?
Hello.
How's it going tonight?
Hi from TikTok.
Hi, how are you?
Hello.
Good. What are you up to?
Nothing.
Oh, okay. Just hanging out, watching TikTok.
Yeah.
Good. Well, thank you for calling. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, I signed for your page. Then my first time.
What was that?
I signed up for your page.
Oh, well, that's great. I love it. And then you called, and I thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Well, anything you want to say tonight?
No, nothing.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks for calling. Have a good night. Goodbye.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Have a nice night.
You too. Thank you. Okay. Well, there was a nice caller from Florida there. Did have a lot to say, and Baby Story saying that's not me. Well, I'm glad that that's not you, Baby Story. So that gives you look at that. You don't want to ever follow like a really amazing phone call. Now you can call in and there's no pressure. We got New Jersey on the line. Drive-By Night Show, how are you?
How's it going?
It's going all right tonight. What are you up to?
I'm chilling. What about you?
Just chilling, doing the same. Just doing my little talk. Have you ever seen this talk show before?
No.
Okay. Well, it is just something I do every Thursday. I just kind of sit in my car and...
Oh, fuck me in the asshole!
This guy. I'm like, hey, have you ever heard about this show? Have you ever seen this show before? He's like, nah. And then he just goes right into that. So, there you go. Chat saying, yes, I'm from Florida. That was you. I'm the caller from Florida. Well, thank you, caller from Florida. You were much cooler than the caller from New Jersey that we just had. And I always love it when people are all just kind of like, yeah, no, I'm not doing anything. No, just chilling. No, I'm not doing anything. And then they just come out with like that blast, you know. It's a very typical move. And you want to talk about, I was talking about earlier with that call from Michigan where I couldn't predict what that guy was going to say. But then there's callers like that. They're just so predictable that, you know, it's like you're not the first one to do that, dude, and you're not going to be the last one. So get some new material. Anyway, phone seems to be working now, for better or for worse. 402-853-8436. So this is your opportunity to call in and do whatever, you know, and that's just kind of the beauty of the show is we accept everything and whatever. So call in and say hello. All right, we got another Florida on the line. Drive-By Night Show, how are you?
Hello.
How's it going?
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, this is, yeah, what's up?
Yeah, I want to know who this is right now.
All right, yeah, it's the Drive-By Night Show.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah?
Why are you calling my girlfriend in the middle of the night?
I don't know. What time is it there?
Don't make excuses, boy. You tell me who you are.
What do you consider the middle of the night?
Don't deny it, boy.
I didn't. I want to know what's the middle of the night to you.
Stop yapping and listen. You better tell me the truth right now.
This is the Drive-By Night Show.
Don't even know what I'm talking about. I am so angry right now. You are getting me frustrated.
Well, what are you going to do about it?
How long this been going on between you and her?
14 minutes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You been knowing what's going on, no doubt.
Yeah. What's your problem?
You've just been pranked by prankdial.com.
Yeah, I feel like I've had that one before. But it's good. It's good because it starts out and you're kind of like, it does seem like it's kind of a real thing. So those prank dial things are kind of fun, I think. The chat's saying it's a prank call hotline thing. Yeah. Pre-recorded LOL. He knows. Yeah, I just like to play around with it. And then Colt45_2 sent some fire. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate that. And I'm going to become your first follower. What do you think about that, Colt45? So there you go. Phone line's open, 402-853-8436. And those are fine. And then the Colt45 just waved at me. And I'll wave right back at you. Thank you for that fire and the follow and all that. Chat's saying this is very interesting. I'm glad you think so. Let's find out how interesting Pennsylvania is. Drive By Night Show, how are you? Hello. Hello.
Hi.
How are you tonight?
Hi.
What's up?
Nothing.
Just chilling?
Yeah, I just got bored. Decided to call.
I just got bored. Okay, right on. What have you been doing today? It's summertime, right?
Yeah.
Did you do anything today?
Yeah, I went out with my friend
Yeah. Where'd you go?
to the park.
Okay. And what? Just played some football or basketball or something, or what'd you do?
No, we just talked and then we went for a walk.
Oh, that sounds alright. Yeah. What'd you talk about today? Well, what's the topic of discussion?
Basketball.
Basketball. Okay. What do you think of the NBA playoffs? Who's coming out of the West? Who's coming out of the East?
We didn't talk about the NBA.
Oh. Okay. Well, okay. Yeah.
We were talking about the game we were playing.
Oh. Okay. Do you watch the NBA?
No.
Oh. Not at all. You don't care for it?
No.
Okay, that's fine. It's fine. It's it used to be better anyway, so it's okay. So yeah, you're just more interested in. So what position do you usually play?
I don't really play a position.
Okay. Are you
just all over?
Oh, just all over. Okay. Are you more of like a shooter or a rebounder, or like what's your specialty? Rebounds your specialty? So are you like taller than everyone?
Yeah.
Okay, that's the way to do it. I was always taller than everybody too. I was like 6 foot tall when I was like 11 years old. So I was always just kind of tall. Yeah. So it's kind of nice. Like everyone was short, so I could just kind of just jump over everybody for a while until they caught up to me.
Yeah.
Which might happen. Everyone might like catch up to your height.
Sorry, this is an interesting call.
I think it's interesting. I don't mind it. You're cool. You're respectful.
Well, if you wanted to know, my TikTok is the baby story.
Oh, you're the one that you tried to call and you couldn't get in earlier.
Yeah.
Oh, and now you got in. Sorry about that. I think there was just something wrong with my phone because I tried once I restarted it, everything seems to be okay. So thank you for calling. I appreciate you hanging out and giving me a chance and calling back and all that, and it's awesome. Yeah, and you're in the chat. You're definitely like contributing to the show.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, no, thank you. Without you, I can't even do this thing. I just go home. All right. Well, cool. Well, thank you for hanging out. I do appreciate it, and have a good night.
Have a good night.
All right. We'll see you. Thanks.
See you.
See you. Okay. So there was, hung out, waited, tried to call in, couldn't get through. Something wrong with my phone, and kept doing it, and there you go. And I appreciate that so much. Chat's saying, have you ever thought about doing some kind of journalism thing? I don't know. What did you have in mind? Like, that's an interesting That's an interesting thing just to say, but I can't quite picture like what you're looking for, the grape lord. So if you can elaborate that or call me, it would be awesome. We got Ohio on the line. Drive by Night Show. How are you?
Hey,
What's going on?
what's up?
No, not much. How are you?
Didn't think this was real.
It is real. You're here. What do you want to say?
I am here.
Good. I'm
watching.
Yeah.
I'm watching your live on one phone, and I'm calling you on another.
I love. How many phones do you have?
I have my girlfriend's phone
Okay.
and my phone.
I like it. Well, this is fun. And have you ever called a phone number on TikTok before?
I have not.
Okay, this is your first time. So what did you think was going to happen when you dialed that number?
I don't know. Honestly, wasn't expecting you to answer.
Well, I did, man. I feel like this was meant to be.
It was definitely meant to be.
You know what I mean? Did she say you had to ask a question?
Huh?
Did she say you have to ask a question?
No, I
Oh.
just wanted to call.
Oh no, that's fine. That's fine, and I'm glad that you called. This is called the Drive By Night Show, and I do this every Thursday night from 8 o'clock to 11 o'clock, and I just hang out and talk with people on the phone. It's kind of fun.
I'm already followed.
Good. I've been doing this for 6 months. Can you believe that?
Cannot.
You know what's the hardest thing to believe is that TikTok has actually let me do this for 6 months, and they haven't banned me yet.
Yeah.
I mean, it kind of blows my mind.
It blows my mind that you're doing this.
Me too, man. I had the idea a while ago, but then during the pandemic when there was like nothing to do, I was like, screw it. I'm just gonna do this because like I'm bored. Everyone else is bored, and let's have something to do. Like just kind of fun and different.
Yeah.
So
For sure.
That's kind of the idea behind it, and here we are. So wait, now that you're here, what did you do today?
Nothing really, to be honest with you.
Okay. Are you on summer break?
I am.
Okay. How's that been treating you?
It's been pretty good. I got burnt a bunch,
Yeah. I get it. So you're spending some time outdoors and doing the thing and enjoying yourself.
Yep.
Okay. Any goals for the summer?
Have fun.
That's it. And then
that's about it.
And then when do you have to go back to school?
Not sure.
Okay. Deal with that when it happens.
Huh? I couldn't hear you.
That's okay. I didn't say anything important at all. Well, cool. Well, good deal. I appreciate the phone call. Anything that you want to say on your way out?
Hello, TikTok.
I like it. Do you make videos on TikTok? Oh, he's out of there. Well, thank you for the call. I appreciate that. I always like it when a new person sees it and they just spontaneously just call the number without doing any research or knowing anything about it. They're just like, there's a phone number, they just dial it. I think as long as people do that, the show will still stay somewhat afloat and viable and on the air, as they say, because I've always kind of got that on my side. Well, we got Nebraska checking in. Drive By Night
Hello.
Show. How are you?
This is Kathy Sanchez from the Credit Card Fraud Division.
Oh, Kathy. Yes.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. How are you, Kathy?
Great. We were alerted of several unusual charges on your account. Do you have a moment to speak?
Yeah, which account is that? I have 9 credit cards, Kathy.
For the past week, there have been unusual charges.
What define unusual, Kathy?
Please, let me continue. Are you aware of these charges?
I don't know. I don't know what the word unusual means in your mind.
For example, on Sunday, there was a purchase of $276 for a hotel room in Guatemala.
That doesn't seem unusual to me.
Were you in Guatemala recently?
No.
I see. On Monday, there was a purchase of $432 from an exotic pet store in Guatemala.
Oh, well, maybe I was.
Are you sure you weren't in Guatemala?
Yeah, I might have been in Guatemala. Now that I think about it.
Okay. On that same day, there was a purchase of $123 from a restaurant
Okay.
in Guatemala.
Yeah, that was definitely me. Yes.
So are you positive you weren't in Guatemala?
No, I was in Guatemala. You got me, Kathy.
Okay.
All right. Is that it?
You've just been pranked by prankdial.com.
There you go. But prankdial.com is getting a lot of play and a lot of love out there tonight, and I think it's great. Chat is saying, hi Kitty Diesel, how are you? Did I miss a lot? ? Yeah, somewhat. It's been kind of interesting. Yeah, and Dan's replying, you missed an Android failing, frowny face, and the Android did fail me, and I restarted it. It seems to be working great now. Have you talked to Joe yet? I don't know if I know who Joe is. Dan the hater. Sorry, Dan, was it you that I was supposed to cry over? Dan doesn't know because the amount of things I did, but that yikes. Yeah. Can someone be nice and shout me out? You bet, Kitty Diesel. Just shouting you right now. Oh, it looks like you're on the phone right here. So we just shouted you out, and now you're on the phone.
Yeah.
How's it going?
Yeah. How are you?
I'm good. Dan was right. I did have an Android fail on me earlier, and nobody could call in.
What is that?
I don't know. Like I would see the phone numbers in the recent calls. It would say that they were there, but the phone would never actually ring. So it was it was just kind of messed up. And people were putting in the chat, they're like, dude, I keep trying to call and nothing happens. And I'm like, what are you doing?
Oh, no. Don't say that. I came on here to talk shit. And also, I hear my echo. Is that just me, or what is that?
Well, let me just turn you down just a little bit.
Okay, awesome. Yeah. So I was just going to call and talk crap on Gabe. Talking down on the Android, because, you know, I'm Android team. You are too, right?
I am team Android all the way. Oh, and then I don't know if I hung up on you. Jeez Louise. I don't know what happened, Kitty. Either I hung up on you, or let's try and get her back.
Please leave your message for...
Oh, we don't need that. Call me back, Kitty. I don't know what happened. There was a bunch of calls from Oklahoma coming in or something, and I may have hung up on you. I'm really sorry. And then Kitty saying, with peace and love in the chat. Anyway, with peace and love, call me back. Here we go. I'm sorry. I don't know if I did that.
Honestly, we just proved how bad Android team is, and we just took a major L right now. Like, literally, the biggest flop ever.
Kind of. We're trying to
we do anything ever.
We're trying to like
I
save.
guess, Dan, I apologize for talking shit to you.
So what did you want to say about Gabe and the Android debate?
No, it wasn't Gabe. It was like Dan.
Oh, yeah.
Some guy named Dan talking about like Android, like Android's that based. But I mean that's possible. But besides that, I do want to shout out Gabe because I think he is the Florida guy, right?
Yep, correct.
I love calling him Florida guy. Florida guy, we all know.
Yeah. He's our friend from Florida, Gabe.
Love it.
Yeah.
I had a question. I know, like, you're not huge into politics. I mean, I hope, you know, it's not a conversation, but did you hear about the Steven Crowder and the Sam Cedar debate?
No. Tell me all about it.
No, I mean, I can't really elaborate that much since I'm not a political person myself, but it links back to our good old H3 podcast.
Okay.
So it's a little bit hard to follow through, but Steven Crowder is like a really big bully, hates gays, like he He's like anti-vax, all of the stuff.
Okay, I got
Sam
you.
Cedar was supposed to debate him, and Steven Crowder is now Stephen Colesby because he always stays dodging Sam Cedar with other big politics. And so H3 got called out, Stephen Klein, H3 podcast got called out by Steven Crowder, this big guy who wears a holster every time he
You're kidding.
makes a video. No, I'm not. I'm not joking.
Oh, wow.
And
That's awful.
yeah, so he got really, really triggered because Ethan Klein from the Stream podcast was actually responding back to the hate because Ethan Klein said, "Why do you have a box of tissues in front of you, Steven? That's a little bit pathetic." And then so Steven got really triggered by that and then said, "Well, that is for my allergies, but since you're coming at me for something that I can't medically stop," he made fun of Steven Klein's Tourette.
Oh, he went there, huh?
He, like, if somebody, if somebody calls me fat, I'll be like, all right.
It's whatever.
Anything
right?
else,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Right? But
Yeah.
when they go after Tourette, something that, like, really...
That's crossing a different line. Because we can all do something about an extra pound or two that we have if we want to. But I don't think there's a lot we can do about Tourette's.
Definitely not.
Yeah.
So Ethan Klein has, like, thing going on with Tourette's and, and he always says it openly, like GERD and, his Tourette's with his eyebrows. So Steven Crowder on his show, which I will also say, he has been banned from Twitter, TikTok. He has been banned on YouTube like twice. He got like a second strike. So if he does another strike, he's out of there.
Oh no.
Kind of like InfoWars,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, sure.
So Steven Crowder has been dodging this guy, Sam Cedar, for a very long time. And this guy's been dumped to college campuses to, like, debate with college students
Okay.
about if they're conservative or liberal. But, yeah, so point is that H3 got, Ethan got challenged by Steven Crowder for a debate. And when they did a Zoom call, Ethan Klein went ahead and got Sam Cedar on there. And if you guys don't know anything about it, it was just epic. Steven's reaction was just golden. It was really funny. He ran away, like, it was really good. I suggest you take a look at it.
Okay. Then I like it when somebody has to eat their own, words and they deserve it.
Yeah, definitely. And again, that's the same thing. I'm not like all about politics, but for a person to go ahead.
I'm not either. It's like it's just so hard, and it's like I don't want it to be this difficult, but it just seems like we've really gotten to this place with politics where everyone's just so triggered if you don't agree with everything that they say. And I'm not even saying this is one side or another side or people in the middle. It's virtually everybody. And I think everyone just needs to chill out and just kind of look around and evaluate.
Yeah, so exactly. So hence me bringing this up.
Yeah.
Like, if you guys just want to have like a laugh about like politics, this is the video to watch.
I like it.
It's really hilarious. It's like on the H2 podcast, and trust me, you guys will. It's just funny because overall, it's just like people, like you said, with different like moral values.
Yeah. Sounds cool. I'm into it.
Yeah. So I mean, I suggest you to check it out, and whoever is interested, quite some comedy. It was literally like 4 people just like going at each other Zoom calls.
All right.
It's a mess. It's a train wreck. So
Right
love
on.
it.
Right on. Oh, wait,
Well, take care.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I know I called past my 7 minutes, but again, shout out to homies.
You're good.
Much love, much peace and love. I hope you're doing well. And I'll continue to watch.
All right, sounds great. Thanks so much for calling.
Okay.
All right.
All right, bye-bye.
We'll see you. Bye-bye. Okay. Our good friend Kitty Diesel. And yeah, we're talking a little politics sometimes, which I don't know. Can you even like talk about politics? I just don't even know. We've got a call from Nebraska. Drive-By Night Show, how are you?
Sorry?
Hello?
Hello?
Hello, Nebraska. What's going on? Hello? Hello? Nebraska? Are you there? Are you there? I don't hear anything going on. Nebraska. Sorry, Nebraska. Call back. I don't know what was going on. It was all fuzzy and nothing was making sense. And chat's saying my call keeps getting forwarded. Was I on the line when it was getting forwarded? If so, call right now. Chat's saying cop. Okay. Chat's saying respectfully, prank call. No, I've been joining late because of work. Okay. Just try after they hang up. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Was I on the line? Chat saying hello. Wow, a website. Joe Mama. Yeah. You're not picking up. Joe Mama. Yeah. Take that somewhere else. Let's see here. Chat shouted you out, gay, peace and love. There you go. I love it. Well, this is the Drive-By Night Show. I think I'm going to drive around a little bit and just kind of get out of the spot. The sun has gone down, and as I'm driving around, we will take a call from Florida.
Oh, he's going.
Drive-By Night Show, how are you?
Hey, buddy.
Well, what's going on, man? Hello? Just hang up. So he literally called and said, hey, buddy, and then hung up. So, hey, buddy, right back at you. Thanks for the call. I really appreciate it. And your contribution to the show. And call again anytime you like. And we'll just have that conversation over and over and over again. 402-853-8436. All right, we got Florida on the line. Drive-By Night Show, how are you? Hello? Hello? What's going on? Hello? What? Yeah, and they hung up again. All right. I think Florida there is, and then Ohio tried to call. I wish I would have answered that one, I hope. So try again, Ohio, there, because Florida's just kind of, Florida doesn't have much to say. And we'd rather have a conversation with somebody. All right, we got Alabama. We'll give a shot to here. Drive-By Night Show, how are you?
What's up?
Not much. How are you tonight?
This is real.
What's that?
This is real.
Yeah, it's real. What's going on?
Nothing. For real.
Cool. Just, what have you been doing today?
Working.
Oh, wait, what kind of, you don't have to tell me where you work, but like what kind of work do you do?
I wash cars.
You wash cars, okay. How many cars do you think you washed today?
5.
5. What's the nicest car you've ever washed in your life?
BMW or Lamborghini.
A BMW?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you get nervous when you're like washing a car like that? Like, I don't want to like scratch it or mess it up. Like, have you ever like scratched a car before or something like that?
No.
Okay, not yet. So that's good. Now, what would happen if somebody brings their car to be washed and it gets like ruined? Like, what would happen?
We would have to pay for it.
Like you specifically would have to, or the company?
We would have to.
Okay.
Like my company did.
Okay. So that's something you don't want to happen then.
Yes, nothing that we will.
Right on. Well, there you go. That's pretty interesting. So do you have to go wash cars tomorrow?
Yes.
Okay. How early?
About 7 o'clock.
Oh, that's kind of just right around the corner at this point.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, there you go. Well, what time do you usually go to bed?
10.
Oh, okay. So pretty soon.
Yeah.
All right. Well, awesome. Well, thank you for calling tonight. I appreciate it, and good luck tomorrow.
You too.
All right. Yeah. Have a good one. Thanks.
Welcome.
See ya. Okay. Talking about washing some cars, and it's kind of fascinating because it's like, well, what's the most expensive car you've ever washed? So I kind of find that to be kind of a fun question. Chat's saying Sweet Home Alabama. That's right. Chat's saying I'm on the phone. Chat's saying, oh no, it's real, very early, and that was me. All right, we got someone from Florida calling. Drive By Night Show, how are you?
Please leave a message for Drive By Special Night Show. Beep.
Hello. I tried to call the Drive By Special Night Show, and I wanted to speak with the host. I think he seems like a pretty cool person, and I just wanted to say I love what you're doing. Keep up the good work. And I think your show is like the most amazing thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, because Drive My Night Show is the best.
Oh, thank you. No. You're the best. Thank you.
Drive My Night Show is the best.
Well,
You're number one.
That's awesome. I appreciate that so much. How are you tonight? Good. Well, thank you for having that message that I could record to myself.
Okay.
I think that's a fun idea. Thank you for calling.
Okay.
Good night.
I
don't know what's going on there, but that was kind of fun. And thank you, Florida, for saying that the Drive By Night Show is the best. And I thought he said Drive By Special Night Show, and now I'm kind of wondering, like, I think I just need to change the name to Drive By Special Night Show. All right, we got Tennessee. Drive By Special Night Show, how are you?
Pretty good. What's going on, man?
Not much. Just chilling out, taking some phone calls, and what's going on with yourself?
Not much. Just chilling. Just got done working.
All right. Well, what do you do for a living?
I'm a lineman.
Okay. I've had a few of that today. So how many lawns do you think you mowed today? Okay. And maybe that was too personal of a question, Tennessee. And I apologize if that, was information that you're not comfortable giving out. All I had to do was say so, but you didn't need to hang up. But if you want to call back and we can talk about whatever you want, I don't mind either. I didn't mean to pry into your business. I'm just trying to get a conversation started. I don't know you. You don't know me. So we gotta jump off somewhere, Tennessee. And if asking you how many lawns you mowed today offended you, I truly apologize. Okay, now we got California calling in. Drive By Night Show, how are you? Oh. Now the phone's ringing here. Well, I got to see what happens here. This is suspense. I'm on the edge of my seat. What's happening here? The phone's ringing, and who are we calling? Here we go. Oh, it was like a fax machine. Are we calling a fax machine? and then it just hung up. That was fascinating. What was that? Was that like a fax machine or something? So I don't really know. Thank you for that, California. That was pretty awesome, actually. I saw Colorado tried in there, and I just missed you. So give me a call back, Colorado. Here comes somebody. Georgia. All right. Drive-by Night Show. How are you? Oh, and Georgia didn't want any of that, and they just hung up. I think that was the old is this real sort of thing, and then somebody answers the phone and they don't know what to do, so they just eject and they just get out of there. Chat saying hi right back at you. Chat saying numero uno, also the only show to speak to a voicemail system. That's true. Because I was kind of like, I don't know what I was doing there, breaking the fourth wall or something, speaking to myself. And then there's a reference to the Drive-By Special Night Show. I made the new name. Yeah, you did. If that was you, in fact, I'll give you a follow for that. And then everyone else is following the whole side. I love it. California don't represent us all foul. And I didn't think it was foul. California patched me through to a fax machine, and I actually find that kind of fascinating. You're the Florida caller. Maybe I don't want to follow you. It won't go through. Hi, I'm Florida caller. I made the new name. Oh, you did. Then I do want to talk to you. You're okay. Chat saying I eat my boogers. Well, thank you for confessing that to us tonight. We got Colorado on the line. Drive-By Night Show. How are you?
Hey, what's up, bro? Also, hey, everyone, this is the best show ever.
I don't understand a word that was said there. I hope it was all like kind of clean and friendly and playful and fun. I'm just going to assume it was, because I couldn't understand one word that was said there. We got Florida on the line. Drive-By Night Show. How are you? What's going on?
I'm the Florida caller. You want to change your name?
To the Drive-By Special Night Show. Do you like that? Do you like that name better?
I put that. That's me.
I understand. I'm just saying. Do you think I should start going by that name?
Yeah.
What does special mean to you when referring to this show?
Like amazing, awesome.
Okay. Drive-By Special Night Show. I'm telling you, I think you're onto something. Why didn't I think of that earlier? Where were you? Where were you when I started this whole thing?
I was in life.
You were in life. Is that what you said? What did you say about life?
No, life. I was in the live.
Oh, you were in the live. I see. How long have you been watching this show?
Like past an hour.
Hey, have you ever watched it before tonight?
And then my first time I came from the For You page.
First time. Okay. Well, thank you for watching. And just by watching it for one night for an hour, you came up with a better name than I have. Can I use that name going forward?
Yeah.
You don't mind?
I don't mind.
Okay. Well, thank you. I can't thank you enough. Drive-By Special Night Show.
I was gonna think it's so special. The night.
Yeah, it is special.
The night's gonna be special.
It needs to be special. I think you're right. And yeah, I mean, there you go. I learned something new tonight.
Yeah, I mean, you're in the TikToker Jonathan.
Oh yeah, I followed you because of your suggestion. I thought it was awesome. So thank you.
Yeah. Welcome.
All right.
Thank you for the follow.
Yeah, you're welcome. If you ever have any ideas in the future about the show, feel free to call in. Okay. Have a good night.
Make awesome content.
Oh, thank you. Likewise.
You're welcome.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Yep, bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay. Drive-by special night show. And then this last caller, might be the most inspiring caller. At the end just says, make awesome content. And it's like, this is the type of motivational, inspirational message we all need. And, who knew? We got Pennsylvania on the line. Drive-by Night Show, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing all right tonight. What's going on?
Nothing, just, I work.
What did you do for work today?
I washed cars.
You washed cars. How many cars do you think you washed today?
15.
15. Is that a lot or just kind of an average day?
That's pretty good.
It's a pretty good day. What's the nicest car you've ever washed?
The best car, the nicest,
was
probably a Ferrari.
A Ferrari. Now, did it make you kind of nervous washing it? Because did you get to get inside? Did you clean the interior as well, or just the outside?
No, we did not clean the interior.
Okay, so you just do the outside. What was the person like that owned the Ferrari? Were they cool or were they a douche?
They were pretty nice.
Well, that's good. Did they leave a tip?
Yeah.
Okay, see that's okay then, right? You can't pull up to a car wash in a Ferrari and not leave a tip, I say.
I guess.
Well, no, you can't. Then that makes you a poor human being, really. Because what's a Ferrari worth? Like $300,000 or something?
Yeah.
I mean, it's crazy. So you can afford a 10 spot or something, There you go. Do you have to wash cars tomorrow?
Yes, I do.
What time?
At
The what?
I have to wash cars at 3 o'clock.
3 o'clock in the afternoon. Is it going to be hot tomorrow? I imagine.
Probably, yes.
Where are you in Pennsylvania? Yeah. It's supposed to be like the 90s. You think?
Maybe.
Okay. Well, good luck with it. I hope it goes well for you.
Can I tell you something?
Yeah, go ahead.
Do you know that you can customize and save on your car insurance with Liberty Mutual?
I did not know that. Could I get a free quote on a rate from you?
No. I just they just told me to say that.
You I like it, and I'm glad you said that, and it's a message that we all need to hear, and maybe next time mix in a car warranty message as well, because it's always a good one. Right.
Do you like dark humor?
I don't know what that is.
It's like a dark joke.
It's a what?
A dark joke.
I suppose. Go for it.
Okay, what do you call a group of Down syndrome people with guns?
I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe let's just skip that one. We've done well. I enjoyed the conversation, and I thank you for the phone call. Have a good night.
Toy soldiers.
Oh, jeez. And then he just blast out the punchline. I don't know. I couldn't really figure it out anyway, so that's okay. Let's see. All right. We got Michigan on the line. Drive-by Night Show, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing all right tonight. Thanks so much for calling.
No problem. I'm trying to get in because nobody's calling.
You know, there was a moment where I didn't know if anybody was going to call. And then I think the last, half hour or so has been pretty good. So it's just been all over the place. This show I'll never fully be able to figure out what's really going on here.
Well, if you could, that wouldn't be any fun.
I kind of agree. And I don't want it to ever get there. Did you hear we have a new name for the show? It's now called the Drive-By Special Night Show.
I did. So actually, this was my first time calling into the special night show.
It's a lot of people's first time because we just coined it 10 minutes ago.
Yeah.
You know.
So actually, I think I'm your second caller of this new show.
I like it, and I'm kind of like, you know, maybe Drive-By Night Show is just too kind of simple, and that special really kind of gives it a little extra flair than it needs.
I don't know. I think it's too invested already.
I do too, but you know, it's kind of fun to play around with. It's like the chili cheese fries talk show.
Is there such a thing?
Yeah, I had it was a while ago. It was like 20 episodes ago or something. Somebody called in and told me about them making chili cheese fries. And
okay. I thought it was a different podcast or something. I got it.
No, but I mean, I made it the show for like 20 minutes. That's all I talked about with people who
I guess.
whoever called. So it was kind of fun. How are you?
That's wonderful. I'm good. How are you?
Oh, I'm pretty good. Just surviving, you know. 6 months I've been here.
Isn't that crazy?
It is crazy because I remember, I'm pretty sure you called like the second show. And
I agree.
I think it was. So it was like right at the beginning, and it's like, it seems like it's been 6 months sort of, but it also seems like I've only been doing this for like 2 months. So I really don't know.
Right?
Yeah.
And you know, and I'm still shocked on Thursdays when I hop on and I'm like, oh shit, that show was pretty. And so I love listening to it. And some nights I don't want to call in because I'm like, dude, I don't have shit to talk about. So there's like a bunch of people that have these awesome conversations, like your whole, I don't know, business meeting or whatever with the cars and
yeah.
all the fun stuff that everybody talks about. So I always wait a little bit to see how the conversation goes, and if it's like, because some Thursdays it's like non-stop. You have people from the second you get in the car until the second you're done. It's non-stop, and the chat's going crazy. That one time it was like, I forgot how many people, but you had so many people watching you.
There was. I think that I do remember that one particular week. I mean, I must have just got pushed out everywhere, and it was overwhelming. And it was kind of like, you know, I want it to be busy, and I want people to call, because like the dead air, when I'm just sitting here trying to like filibuster and fill in time, it can get a little difficult. So tonight's been a pretty good pacing. Like, it's not overwhelming busy, but like if this show would get to that point where, let's say, you know, 10,000 people or something were watching it one night, I don't think I could handle it.
I agree, because some of those regulars that you had can't get in those nights that you have non-stop. So I'm like, hey, where are the regulars? Like, where's the foster kid? And where are these regular people, but they can't get in? So they're in the chat like, I'm trying to call.
It's true, you know, and I noticed some, it was busy early on tonight, and I noticed a couple people in the chat were getting frustrated because I went back-to-back regulars, and they were like, in the chat, they were like, well, this guy only answers the calls that he wants to. And it's like, it's not really true. It's just kind of whoever calls, I answer it, but I can't just, you know, talk for 5 seconds and then move on to the next call. We got to have like some sort of a conversation.
Right.
But do you understand, after a while, like you are like, have listened for a while, and you're starting to recognize and pick up these people, and you start to miss them if you don't hear them for a couple of weeks.
Right, or I'm worried about him. Like that one foster kid, I don't know his name, but he scares the shit out of me. if I don't hear from him, I'm like, damn.
We've not heard from him tonight.
No.
And
I don't. Oh, go ahead.
No, it's okay. I have a legitimate question for him tonight as well. So I do hope he calls in.
What is his name?
Dalton.
Dalton, that's right. That's right. I even added him on TikTok.
Well, he needed the support to go live. Now, have you checked out one of his lives yet?
I have not. I didn't even know he got to 1,000.
Yeah, he got to 1,000, and I agree. You know, it was a goal, and he worked hard on the goal, and
he
accomplished it.
worked really hard.
So it's like, you know, I think at this point we've got to celebrate it.
Yeah, I didn't know that he got to 1,000. But good job, Dalton, if you're listening. Way to go. And call in because you're freaking us out.
There you go. I love it. I love it. No, I've been amazed too, because you're not the only one that said that. I've had other people that have been with the show for a while that have said in the chat or on the phone line that, yeah, we followed Dalton to get him there. And I love it. We're like a little community kind of helping each other out.
Well, I think you do have a strong community. You have, I don't know her name, but she's got an adorable voice. I think she's from California.
Yeah.
Maybe New York. I don't know. She's on the, she's friends with, see, I'm horrible with names, but that one guy that always calls.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot. His wife is in the comments, too. I don't know. I'm awful with names.
It's okay.
You have a strong, like, I always pop in, like, and listen, and my husband is now, like, he doesn't ask, like, what the hell are you listening to?
What are you listening to? Now, have you, like, last time I spoke with you, or last couple times, whatever, you were listening to it in the podcast version. Are you still doing that?
Kind of. I am trying to stay up to listen to it, like, when it's happening now.
Yeah.
But if not, then I go back to the podcast. I never watch it on YouTube. Unless something crazy happens, like somebody pops in front of your car.
Yeah.
Or
yeah.
somebody tries to open your doors, then I go back and watch the YouTube one, but I normally watch the podcast.
You know, and it's been a minute. Like, there was one night where I went out and twerked on my trunk.
Dang it, I missed it. What week was this?
Oh, yeah, boy. I don't know. Let's say 15, 14. I don't know at this point. But somebody called me up and asked truth or dare. And I said truth. And then they were like, oh, I didn't think you'd actually say something. And then I said, well, dare. And they said, I dare you to go twerk on the trunk of your car.
And that's all the good things.
So I did it. So I took the live feed out there and we did a little business on the trunk. And so that's available.
That's hilarious. I'm going to have to go look for that. Those are the videos that I go back and look for on YouTube.
Okay. That's awesome.
How's your house coming?
It's good. It's good. Progress. It feels better. I like mounted a TV on the wall, which just really cleaned up the room. And I bought an old piece of oak that I made a shelf that sits under the TV for, the Blu-ray player and the junk, seriously, the junk to just sit on. And it's clean. And then there's like some storage, like squares, like underneath the shelf. So it's sort of this clean, uniform, like wall. And we both just kind of looked at it and we were like, that's the best wall in the house right now. Now we need to figure out how to like make the other walls work this way. And then, now get this. So my grandmother passed away, probably like 13 or 14 years ago or something. And she asked me in her, what do you want? And, before she died. And I was like, Grandma, there's only one thing that I want, and I just want your grandfather clock. And she just had this gorgeous old grandfather clock. And I was like, I want nothing else. Nothing. So she wrote it down, like scribbled it all down on a piece of paper. And that was kind of like her will. And then when she passed away, and my cousin came into the house before me, took the grandfather clock, and then left this other, like a cuckoo clock. And I got there and everyone was like, here's your clock. And I'm like, no, that's not the right clock. So, long story short, that grandfather clock has moved around to several different houses. And it somehow ended up with my sister. And then I finally got it from her. So 13 years later, I have the grandfather clock that my grandmother left for me.
Aww. That's nice to work out that way.
And now I have a place to put it, which is a beautiful thing. So I'm very excited about that, I guess, you know.
I would be too. Is that all working and everything?
No. It needs like I can't even open it. Like the key is missing, but it's kind of like one of those old like tooth like skeleton keys. So I don't think it'll be too difficult to maybe just find one from another clock or have one. You know, it's probably not that hard to open. I think once I can get it open, then I can find out if I can, you know, whatever I got to do, wind the thing to get it to work. But
Who knows? I know nothing. But I do know that a lot of people have grandchildren come back that are just sitting there. They're all broken.
yeah,
It was nice.
it might be broken as well, and I'm not that upset about it if it is, because you're right. It's a nice piece of furniture. It just looks really nice, you know.
And
So
it's got sentimental meaning to you.
it does, and it's like I thought that thing was gone. I thought I would never actually have it, and now I do, and it's kind of surreal.
So was there fallout over it? I don't know what that would be. Or were you just like, oh, it's okay, my cousin took it?
No, like I verbally like expressed my feelings about it, and just nobody seemed to care. Everyone was like, no, you're wrong. Grandma wanted you to have this clock, not that clock. And, you know, it was, and then, you know, you couldn't really decipher her scribbling that well, so it was just sort of one of those things. What are you supposed to do? Like raise a big stink over it, you know?
Oh my gosh, my family has like gone crazy over deaths are ridiculous. Like once I die, I hope everybody just burns all of my shit. Don't split it up, just burn it all.
Well, me too. I feel the same way, and that's why when my grandmother asked, that's why I said I want to make this very simple. I just want one thing. I don't want, you know, a whole list of stuff. This is it, and there's nothing else. So I thought I was doing the right thing, and then it turned out it just didn't work anyway.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you got to keep the clock.
Yeah, I don't want, and that I gave to my mother, because I didn't want it. So she remembered it. You know, it's her mother, so she remembers that cuckoo clock from like 60 years ago. You know.
No, like thanks for the cuckoo clock, but you can have it.
Yeah.
Oh man. So well, how's life?
It's
How's
fun.
Nebraska?
It's fine. It's very hot. It's been very warm lately, and we're getting those like real middle Midwest like gnarly thunderstorms at 3 a.m. that wake you up.
Yeah, so in Michigan right now, this week, I took off the whole week for vacation, and we decided to go camping, and it's been 40 degrees.
Oh, well that's kind of, I mean, you can at least start a fire, I suppose.
Yeah, except I packed all shorts and tank tops and shirts.
40.
Every swimsuit I had, and yeah, we ended up wearing the same leggings all week long because it is freezing, and Alaska's right here too.
Yeah. Well,
did you guys get that heat wave that went through?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Because it was like 106 one day, and it was like I think it was last Thursday actually, and that was a record. That was like a 130-year-old record or something that was broken.
Crazy.
Yeah. So it was hot. It was nasty, and I don't know. I kind of just stayed inside most of the day, you know.
I would have too.
And then sat in my car in the air conditioning and did the show.
Are you Ubering again?
I have been. I started doing it maybe 4 or 5 weeks ago. They just started, like, they had like crazy incentives. They were like, go out and do like 30 rides and we'll give you $800. Like, it was just really like ridiculous stuff like that.
That's nice.
It was. So I started doing it, and now they don't have any incentives at all. And now they're like, go out and do a ride and get $3, you know. So
Right. Welcome back.
yeah, for pretty much. So I'm still doing it a little bit though, because the food delivery game really slowed down once like people are vaccinated and moving around. Now they're not ordering as much food, and now they're moving around, so they want to go places. So I'm kind of doing a little bit of both, whichever. Oh, I think I just hung up on you. I don't know what happened. I was trying to yeah, I was trying to like get rid of a call. There we go. Did I hang up on you?
You did.
I'm sorry. Well, there's somebody else. It's ironic because there's somebody else from Michigan that keeps calling. So I'm like swiping their call away, and I think I swiped and then hit yours.
I was like, okay, my 7 minutes are up. I'm getting it.
you know.
Automatically shut people down.
Yeah, that's the way it is. Because if I start to like say goodbye, if I start to wrap it up, you know, it turns into being another like 10-minute goodbye session.
Oh, that's hilarious. That's hilarious.
So there you go.
Anyway, I just wanted to jump on and say hi because it's been a couple weeks and nobody was calling very much. So
I love it.
And
yes, go
I also
ahead.
didn't have to compete with anybody's conversation. So
Well, awesome. Thank you. You're always welcome. It's nice to hear your voice, and have a good weekend.
you still enjoy the next caller.
All right, it's from Michigan. Let's see what they got.
Okay.
All right,
Bye.
see you. Okay. All right. Michigan, you've tried 1,000 times. Just try one more, and I'll pick it up. Come on, Michigan. You got one more in you here, and okay, I'll get caught up with the chat. And chat's saying, what? Here it comes. Okay. All right, Michigan. You've been waiting for this. You better make it good. Drive by Night Show. How are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing all right tonight. What's going on?
Say what?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Good, how are you? I'm doing all right tonight. What's going on?
I can hear myself echoing in the background.
Great, how are you?
Michigan, are you there?
Echoing in the background.
Oh, Michigan, this is killing me. I can't do that. I can't even hear anything. I can just hear myself in the background. Chat saying, what do you call a drive-by shooting? I don't know. What do you call it? Like a drive-by shooting, I guess. Chat saying, love you. All right, we're going to give Michigan one more try here. You got to clean it up, Michigan. Clean it up. Okay, now they just hung up. Let's see here. Chat saying, this lady funny. All right. Chat saying, yo, we got New York on the line. Drive-by Night Show, how are you?
Hello?
Hey, what's going on?
Oh, nothing much. Just laying in bed.
Okay. What have you been doing today?
Working all day.
Well, what do you do for work?
Basically, I work at GameStop.
Oh, okay. How long have you been doing that?
For about a year.
A year. Now, did you buy any of that GameStop stock when it was going all crazy?
No, I didn't get into that.
Where are you allowed to as an employee? Like, is that okay, or is that like insider trading?
Yeah, you're allowed to.
Okay, but you were like weren't interested in it, or you're just like just didn't think it was real, or
I didn't want to lose all my money.
That's
I thought
fair.
it was going to drop.
That's fair, and it did. It was kind of one of those things where you kind of had to get into the thing and then just get right out of it, which is a pain in the ass too. And it's like that's like good for people with a lot of just money sitting around that they can be throwing, but it's just not that easy for everyone else.
I kind of want to go get some
fast food before I go to sleep.
Oh, all right, what are you thinking? Like what fast food from where?
I'm thinking Wendy's. Do you like Wendy's?
I do like Wendy's nuts, yeah. He hung up on me. It's like, I knew your joke, man. You got to give me some respect. You can't hang up on me. You got to laugh and give me some props for knowing the Wendy's. Like, was that the whole reason you called? Was to like, I work at GameStop. I do this. You were just biting your time to get the Wendy's nuts in there, and I beat you to it, man. That's like proxy from like doing the show too long. Now I know like all the inside little jokes. That was Kentucky just rang like once and they gave up. Try again, Kentucky. Chet's saying you're very good at keeping a conversation going. I mean, and sometimes I don't know about that call with New York. That guy. I don't know. Chet's saying hang up already. Exactly. Laugh out loud, my brother. That's him. Somebody wants to start a video call with me. I'm not doing that. Let's see here. All right, we got South Carolina on the line. Drive By Night Show. How are you?
What's up?
Not much. What's going on tonight?
Not much. I didn't think this number would be real.
All right. I mean, it's real. Like, what do you want to talk about?
I don't know.
What'd you do today?
I work.
What do you do for work?
Construction.
Construction. Okay. How long have you been doing that?
About 3 or 4 years now.
30 years?
Three.
Oh, three or four. So what are you working on now? Like a house or a business, or where are you at these days?
Well, I work with my dad right now.
Okay.
And so right now we're laying tile in the shower, and then on another job we're painting.
Okay. Now, now like laying tile and shower and whatnot. Do like more like framing and like exterior houses as well, or are you more like an interior worker?
Pretty much everything.
Okay, doesn't matter. And then is it mainly houses though, or can it like work into bigger developments?
You mean like houses, or like could it be businesses as well? Or?
Yeah, I suppose, or like garages and stuff, and
really anything.
Okay. And do you like the work?
Love it.
Okay. Is it something you think you're just going to do forever?
Yeah, absolutely.
I like it. It's I learned how to do some of that stuff when I was younger. My old man was real handy. He was an electrician, but he was also a carpenter too. Like he built like so much crap, and he was just kind of one of those guys that could just do all that stuff. So I learned a little bit from him, but then of course I got to that age where I was like, I want to do my own thing, and I don't care about what Dad wants to do, and now I kind of regret not like watching him closer.
Well, see, the best way to get into it is have your dad drag you to work and do it.
I know. And he did for a while, but then I got to that certain age where I could tell him no, and it was just easier to let me go than to like argue with me for an hour,
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I don't know. I kind of blew it.
My whole plan though is, I'm gonna go and get a 2-year degree in business and then get my contractor's license. So I'll be set.
Okay.
Being a general contractor.
I like it, and you know what? You're gonna do fine for yourself too. So when do you begin the business degree venture?
August.
Oh, so coming up.
Yep, I just graduated high school.
Okay.
This past month.
Oh, well, congratulations.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, you're doing all right. I like it.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Well, yeah, no worries. Well, good deal. Well, keep up the hard work, and thanks so much for the phone call.
Appreciate it. It was good talking to you.
Yeah, you as well. Have a good night.
You too.
See ya. All right, nice kid from South Carolina, just graduated high school, gonna get a business degree and a contractor's license. And it's like, He's got it all, future all figured out. I didn't know what was going on when I was 18 years old. It was kind of a mess, to be honest with you. Okay, I think we got New York. Is this New York again calling? Drive by Night Show. How are you?
I started laughing after I hung up.
It's all good, man. You know what? And I don't mind. Were you going for the Wendy's nuts?
Yeah.
And that's fine. You know what? Like a few months ago, I don't even know, it was a while ago, like somebody hit me with that and I didn't know, and they got me. But since then, now I'm like, all right, I got the Wendy's gag down. Do you got any more?
Yeah, I've got another joke.
Let's hear it.
Well, it's kind of political.
I don't.
That's okay.
I don't care if it's political as long as it's not like,
No, it's not bad.
Okay. All right. Go for it.
All right. So, Jesus walks into a bar, and he looks over at the counter, and he sees a Republican sitting down who's deaf. And he goes over to him, puts his hand on him, and heals him. And he says, "Thank you, Jesus. I can now hear." And he looks over his right shoulder and sees an independent voter who's blind. He goes over to him, touches him, and heals him. He says, "Thank you, Jesus. I can now see." And he looks over in the very corner of the room and he sees a Democratic voter who's disabled. And he walks over to him, and right before he can touch him, he says, "Don't you dare touch me. I'm collecting disability."
I shouldn't be laughing about that as much as I am, but that's pretty good. Now, do you consider yourself a Republican?
I don't really vote, honestly. I just heard the joke and I thought it was.
I think it's pretty good too, and it's like if we can't tell jokes and laugh about this stuff, then we're already sunk and ruined anyway, because politics is so polarizing for some reason to begin with, so it's like I'm kind of with you too. I pretty much stay out of it, and it's just kind of like I'm not going to change anybody's mind. It's kind of the impression that I've come to, so I figure it's just better just being who you are, and if that rubs off onto people, then cool, but there's no sense in like arguing politics with anyone.
Right. Well, I just wanted to tell you that I did laugh after I hung up, and that was it. I won't take any more of your time.
You're good, man. I appreciate the joke and you and the phone call, and thanks so much.
Yep, nice show.
All right, we'll see you. Take care. Okay, so there's a call from New York. Told the joke, a little political joke, and you know what? It's fine. It is clean. It's fine. Chat saying, "Yo, I made it. Do a video about me and say I made the new name." Oh, did you really? I love that. I want to check that out after the show. That makes me super happy. Thank you so much. Chat saying, "You live in Nebraska?" Yeah, I sure do. All right, we got Kentucky on the line. Let's see what happened here. Drive by Night Show, how are you? And they just hung up. All right. Chat saying, "Is it me? Please, laugh my ass off. You twerked? Oh no, I missed that. I did. And I made a separate video about it. It's on YouTube at All the Rides. All right, Kentucky, last chance. Drive by Night Show, how are you?
I'm good, I'm the Indian calling you.
What's that?
I like to say you're a fucking hanger, you fucking.
What's your deal, dude? What's that? I cannot block you fast enough for whatever your deal is. Yeah, get out of here, man. I'm not answering. Kentucky is off limits the rest of the night. You ain't got that guy to thank for that. Chat saying, "I'd like to go next if you don't mind." You can go as long as you're not Kentucky. Chat saying, "Oh no, come on, Android game." Yeah, that's true. Chat saying, "Yay, peace and love, wonderful soul." Chat saying, "No pressure, Michigan. Laugh my ass off." You guys let Michigan down. What happens when you get a ride? I'm not doing rides right now. No, Kentucky. We're not doing it. We're not doing it. You need to talk to that other person that lives in your state. And they're the one that's responsible for no more Kentucky calls the rest of the night. I got some confetti. Thank you so much. So if I call, will you come to my house and do a drive-by shooting? The answer is no. Chat's saying, actually, he already shot my house up. Okay. You're a very kind soul. Really enjoyed speaking to you. No, thank you very much. Plock, what is your name? My name is Mark. Kentucky guy did quite a number. Hey man, I tried to call you a couple of times, bro. Well, if you're coming from Kentucky, you're just not getting in. I'm sorry about that. And you know, you've got whomever to thank for that. So way to go. State of Kentucky loses tonight. Chet's saying call when he is done talking. I'm open right now. 402-853-8436. This is the Drive-By Night Show. Bro, I'm in Kentucky. Answer. I'm not answering any Kentucky calls. Here's California again. What's going on here?
Wow, I feel really bad for Kentucky that they're like kind of, I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm not even from Kentucky, never been there, but I would never claim him from anywhere. I'm like, I would never be in Kentucky and be like, oh, yeah, that's not like you. That's the worst call ever, and he must have something going on with himself in his heart.
It really was, and I was like, and I could feel it. I could feel like this really bad, misplaced hate, like coming from that call. Like that was like somebody that was like not joking around, not like, this is funny if I said. That was like somebody that was like very, very angry, you know. And I did not like that vibe at all.
But I also hope that like whoever is here, that they know that that's not your vibe at all, and that's definitely not your thoughts, much less your words. So you really took a bullet there.
It's not, and you know, I've taken several bullets like that since I've started done this show. But I try and make it clear, like immediately after it happens, though, that it's like, this is not cool. This is not tolerated. This is not what we are about. This is not what we're here to do. You know, we're here to goof. We're here to, you know, talk about serious things. We're here to talk about fun things. We're here to laugh and to cry and to have confessions and prank calls. But we're not here to put anybody down for any reason. That's just not.
Exactly, and even the silly little, like, phone calls, I was like, wow, you're the only person that has talked to a voicemail system, you know? Like, that's silly, that's funny. Yeah. You know, it just gives us all a good laugh, but, like, that was not cool. But, you know, what was cool was that guy calling you back after he made the Wendy's.
I thought that was awesome. He called back.
I thought so too. I was like, all right, you know, you own it, and hey, like, hell yeah, like, you're still a listener, you're still here, like, you joke around too, like, that is just, you know, something else. So
it was hilarious, but yeah.
I feel for Kentucky. I'm sorry, Kentucky people.
Yeah, and then there was somebody else calling from Kentucky, but I'm just like, I'm not doing it because it can be like, they can have another line. Like I did it one time where I had like a New York caller call up and say something just horrible. I hung up, I blocked them, I like chastised them, and then another call from New York, a different number called in like 2 seconds later. I answered it, and it was the same dude. And yes, and he did the same thing, and I was like, man, are you kidding me? So
that's kind of where I was coming from as well. I'm sorry to cut you off as well, but it's just like the way that you said, like, no more Kentucky calls for tonight. It's like you're kind of also protecting other people. Because like you said, you have a New York person call you back to back. Different numbers. Like, I mean, come on. We can't have that.
And what are the chances? No, Kentucky's not New York or California. And to get like back-to-back calls from there, different numbers, it's a little fishy anyway.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. And also, I was going to say I would give anything to leave LA, California.
Yeah.
But I would be like, oh, I would go anywhere but be here in Los Angeles. But now after Kentucky, I'm like, I don't want to go to Kentucky. That's for sure.
That's fair. That's fair. And it's too bad. That's just life, though. As they say, it's just like it just takes one person to ruin it for everybody, unfortunately.
Oh, I know. I'm starting I was like throwing rotten tomatoes in my head. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
It's
just
get
trolls.
out of here.
It's just trolls.
Yeah.
And it's like, when are we ever going to get to a time in society when trolls just give up?
Oh my goodness. I wish.
Yeah.
I really do wish. And it's out of our control, sadly. But I mean, I just called in to say that I was pretty bummed out over that. And
I am too. I hate it. And you know, it's why I noticed, like, when I first started doing this, that like people would call in private and say stuff like that. So I blocked all private numbers. Those aren't allowed to come through anymore. So I've got this person's number. There's been a couple of times where I've threatened. I'm like, if you say crap like that, I'm going to tell everybody your phone number. You know what I mean?
I think, like, at this point, I mean, we're not going to do that. You're not going to do that. But, you know, at this point, it's just kind of a big downer, you know? And then it's like you should be exposed, you know, for that crap. Like, I would never want to have a neighbor like that, having that to joke about. Like, that's just not funny.
It's not funny, and it's like, if you're like confident enough to like call in with that crap, then you need to be confident enough to deal with the repercussions of it, you know.
Oh, definitely.
Because they're very, very real. Go walk around and start saying that to people you walk by and see what happens, you know. And that's the problem with it. You know, you're hiding behind a telephone or a telephone. Listen to me. I sound like I'm 90. And, you know, hiding behind a phone, hiding behind, you know, a keyboard. It's that same stuff for years. It's like, my rule is, if you're not willing to say that to somebody's face, don't say it at all, you know.
But that's the keyboard warriors and the people that hide behind the telephone.
Isn't that great?
So, I love it.
I literally grew up with the rotary dial, you know, like I had that.
I mean, I'm 26 right now. I know you're pretty young.
I wish, but no, it was
shade.
It was all rotary dial.
I mean, I grew up with the cord thing and the router connecting my internet, and I mean, I don't know. Oh my God, yeah. But I think I mean, I'm an immigrant, so I came here when I was 7 years old. So I mean, I grew up with like.
Where are you from?
Pretty interesting stuff. Acapulco, Mexico.
Oh, awesome. Do you go?
Yeah. So.
Do you ever go back or?
Yeah, I have definitely. I'm planning to become a citizen because my 10-year green card is coming up next year.
Oh, wow.
So it's like either I renew it for another 10 years or I become a citizen. So yeah, besides that, my father-in-law, I guess, he is from Canada and he refuses to become a citizen.
I don't blame him.
So,
I don't blame him one bit.
I mean, he's just arrested in here, but I mean, he like, his parents come from Germany, and I was like, you know, why didn't you make, like, my husband a Canadian citizen? Like, we could have all been there now.
You could get dual citizenship in that.
Exactly. Yeah, I was like, please take us away from here. What are we doing there? Like,
seriously,
I met you guys for a reason.
And, you know, and everyone says that, like, everyone threatens that whole Canada thing and whatever. But there are days where it's like, boy, it just sure looks peaceful up there in Canada.
Oh my God, please, yes, definitely. I mean, I don't think Canada is doing hate calls like this. I mean, really, it's probably really rare.
Yeah. No,
we take the trophy for that.
For whatever reason, you know, and I don't know. It's just this country. This country's it's got strange issues that it hasn't worked out for whatever reason.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Tell me about it. I mean, but hey, that's for the people to decide. And also, like, you're not about that. I know, because I've been following you
Yeah,
for a while.
yeah.
I listened, like, that's never you. You never knew that. So, I mean, hey, like, you took kind of like a pretty smart bullet right there. But
No, you're right. And you know what? But
like
it's like there's no place for it anywhere, period. But it did happen, and if we can like have a discussion about it, and people can listen, and people, you know, it's I always like to spin something positive out of that, and like us talking about it and talking out against it is positive. And if we can just convince one person to listen and take our side and point of view on it, then it's progress, you know. So we have to talk about it clearly because it exists, and it's like we can't just pretend like it doesn't. And you know that's what this whole like last year it's been a lot about that as well. And it's like we can't just pretend and hope that it's all just going to fix itself and go away. Like we have to be proactive with it as well, you know.
Some people turn a blind eye to it, but I mean,
I agree.
come on, wholeheartedly, I think that what you said, people have to like talk about it, just be open about it, what you stand for and what not.
Yes.
And yeah, I mean, definitely. I mean, much love to you. I appreciate that. I just want to call in, just you know, kind of like. I was washing my dishes and I was like, whoa, hold on, let me dry my hands. Let me dry my hands.
Yeah, it's true, and I'm glad you did, and I'm glad you called in, and just like I said,
okay.
I think this has been productive. I do, and I appreciate you calling and helping me to clear the air as well.
I mean, I just felt like, oh my god, okay, like you give everybody a platform, but I just wanted to call in because I know, like, I mean, for everybody that's been following you, watching you, calling in, like, I think you, like you said, like, I'm sorry, not like you said, like the girl said prior, a few calls back, like, you have your chat blowing up, you have people calling in, you don't know who's calling in, you make, like, regulars, like, you know, like the people that keep coming back around your show. So it's just, actually, it's a pretty funny word to use, regulars, to me. I am just so sick now. Just like regulars.
Yeah, you are, but it's like I want to give everyone a chance, and I want new people to call in, but there is a frustration to it when I get a call like that, and I know that my regulars aren't going to do me wrong like that, and I know that they're, you know what I mean? So it's like, what is my incentive sometime now that I do have enough regulars?
I mean, you kind of do have to speak about it and ignore a little bit of some calls here and there. Just like set the air straight, you know, just get everything straight. With like new listeners, like that's not you. You're literally like the love of your soul. You listen to anyone and everyone, and I think I can speak for like the quote-unquote regulars that we really enjoy you being here for like 3 hours or whatever it is, 3 hours, right?
Yeah. Oh, it's 3 hours.
Yeah, and I told you, I'm like, I'm watching my dishes and I had a dry my hands and I was like, oh my god, my gone still.
Yeah, totally.
So, I mean, hey, well, peace and love. I will let you go. I will keep you listening.
All right.
We'll talk to you next week.
Awesome. Peace and love right back at you. Have a good night.
Sweet. Bye.
We'll see you. Okay. So there was Kitty calling in to respond to Kentucky, and I like it, and you know, it's just something that we do. We have to talk about. We can't pretend like these things don't exist. So I appreciate her calling and letting us have like a civil discussion about life and race and trolls and ignorance. And we got New York on the line. Drive By Night Show, how are you?
Good, how are you, man?
I'm doing all right tonight. What's going on?
Yeah, not much. I'm missing Nebraska now.
Oh. Wait, are you not in Nebraska anymore?
No, Saturday I had to leave.
What happened?
I got really homesick.
Get out of here. So you're like Fremont, Nebraska. It just runs out though, right? There's just like nothing to do there.
Yeah, it's like I'm out there. The only thing that was interesting was driving through all the dirt roads and all that stuff, getting lost at night, and then just randomly finding your way back to a random road.
Yeah, I get it. But beyond that, the entertainment was like, what am I doing here?
Yeah, it's like, what am I going to do? Just watch watch the planes take off from the airport to the road.
It's true. It's true. It's true. All right. So you're back in New York, and how did people take it when you returned?
Well, all my old buddies who I still hang out with, when I messaged them saying like, "Hey, I'm coming home," one of my buddies who like really likes hanging out with me, he just messaged everyone like, "Yo, Al's coming back. Al's coming back." I met my old co-workers, and they're like, "Oh, so Al's coming back in October for work, right?"
There you go. So what are you gonna do now that you're back home?
Well, I'm back home. I let's just say probably got a job driving school buses for next year.
Okay, sounds pretty good. So now, didn't you say you lived in Nebraska with somebody else, right? Because you moved out like at the same time. Now, did they still stay in Nebraska?
They did, but what I was told by my buddy, eat you because you're going back to New York before me.
Oh no! So he's a little like maybe not too far behind you.
Yeah, he's jealous because I'm with you.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, Fremont, I couldn't live there. I think Omaha's a decent town. You know, I could live there, but I see I would run away from Fremont too, personally.
Yeah, I mean, back where I'm at, there's hills, there's mountains, there's rivers.
Yeah.
It's perfect places for me to ride my motorcycle.
Okay.
Perfect for me to hide. It's like I know everywhere out here.
I love it. And now there's a lot of people that never move away or never leave their home state. So I like that you left and you're like, you know what? It's not as good. Grass is not greener. I'm going back.
You weren't wrong on that.
Yeah, for real. You know, I've moved around. I've lived in a few different states, and there were some states that I liked better. There were some states that I didn't like as much. So, you know, it's about knowing that. It's about figuring that out and learning that and experiencing that, and you appreciate things a lot more as well. Once you go to some place that sucks way more than where you live or came from, it makes you appreciate like where you're from a lot more.
Yeah, I mean, where I'm at right now is a lot more expensive than Nebraska, I'll tell you that.
Trade-offs. Yeah. There's trade-offs everywhere.
Yeah, well, gas here is $3.20, and I don't miss that.
It's true. It's true. I know. But you know, you get what you pay for. How's that?
Yeah, you get what you pay for, but it ain't flat out here.
That's nice. No, it's very flat there, and where I am too. I live in a super flat. There's no hills in this town that I live in. It's crazy.
Yeah,
you can see for miles.
Well, yeah, you can't do that here. You look for miles, you just see mountains.
Well, you know what? We were supposed to eat an Arby's Meat Mountain in the parking lot together.
Well, you know what? When you go on your live next Thursday, hope I will be at an Arby's parking lot and we can go on live together.
I like it. We'll do it in spirit rather than, like right next to each other.
Yeah. Hey, at least you remembered that.
I did remember that. And I'm like, well, how are we supposed to do that now? But we'll figure it out.
Yeah, and it's funny, too. My old coworkers, when they found out I was leaving, they vandalized my car. They got vinyl stickers that, I don't know if I want to say it, but send nudity, I'll just say. Send nudes. And they put it in the car.
No way. But
so I got a video of my car on a U-Haul trailer with me towing it. That literally just has some guy in Illinois just, oh look, that car says send nudes.
But does it say where to send the nudes?
No, it does not.
That's tragic. At least they could, put an address or something.
Yeah.
And you don't know what you're gonna get at that point.
Yep. No, you don't.
Probably don't want to know either.
You probably don't.
Well, good deal. Well, awesome. I love the update. I was not expecting this tonight.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I tried to call you last week during your live. I missed it.
Oh, did I not answer, or you just missed the whole thing?
I was there for the last minute of it.
Oh, okay. All right, right on. I think I remember. I think you called like right when I was about to go off.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, and I was just like, I can't do it. Sorry.
Yeah, but like when I was back in Nebraska, I always caught your live earlier.
Oh, you're right, because of the time change. Sure.
Yeah,
now,
I got it now.
Now it's an hour later now.
Yeah. Oh yeah, how'd you enjoy last Thursday?
Who, me?
Yeah.
It was
when it was degrees out there.
Oh, it was 106, man. I mean, thank God I'm in my car. I mean, I just had the air just cranked in my car. And I didn't get, like, I left my house, like, I was in the basement of my house, air going there. I walked out, got in my car, cranked the air. So I didn't really spend a whole lot of time out in it, but it stunk.
Oh, I can bet.
You know.
It's 72 here, and I'm out on my motorcycle, man. I'm like, I missed riding my motorcycle.
Yeah. No, that's not bad. 72 is not bad at all. That's perfect.
Yeah, but then it got 90 the next day, and I'm like, it's just like Nebraska.
It kind of is. It's a pretty similar climate, isn't it?
Yeah. Except out there, it's like more humid.
I agree. It's hard to breathe right in the middle of summer.
Yeah, over here it's a mixture. It's like dry, humid. In the morning it's humid, and then dry at night.
Okay.
But yeah, I'll send you that video of my car in traffic.
All right. Yeah, do it. I'd love to see it.
And you know, I didn't forget you. When I was on my way home, I left Thursday night from Nebraska. Get home till Saturday because I was taking my time.
Okay.
I stopped at Arby's and got a Mean Mountain.
You really did?
I did.
No way. Were they like pissed about the order? Because the guy at the drive-thru line made it sound like people get pissed when you order that.
I mean, I can understand they get mad at it, but the person's literally like, "What?
What? Yeah." And you're like, you know what I'm talking about.
Plus, it was 1 a.m. Anyway.
Yeah, that might have something to do with it too. Then you got the night shift in there.
Yeah, but hey, they were great.
Good.
Especially, yeah.
I'll try one soon. I've never even heard of that until you brought it up. So now I gotta try one at this point, though.
Yeah, you got to next drive-by show you do that you want to do it.
All right. I like it. Yeah, nobody's been bugging me the last couple of weeks to eat anything, so I kind of just let the group decide if they want to watch me eat.
Yeah. But so yeah, anything interesting happened lately over there that I missed in the past 2 weeks?
No, not really. It's been some kind of gnarly thunderstorms coming through, but that happens this time of the year. The heat builds up during the day, and then you get some pretty wicked thunderstorms that come in at like 2-3 in the morning, and so I've had like a few of those this week. But other than, some 70 or is an 80-year-old guy shot his 78-year-old wife in the head.
What?
Yeah, she had like debilitating like Alzheimer's, and he didn't have like money or insurance to have treatment for her, so he was just taking care of her at home, and I guess it just wore him down and bummed him out so much that he couldn't deal with it anymore, so he just shot her in the head and killed her. And so that's been like an interesting story that came out of here that's been getting like some national news and whatnot. And yeah, it's like it's really sad, and it's like, well, so they're trying to figure out like what to do with the guy, and like how to like charge him and what to charge him with, and like what's really going on there,
Yeah, I mean, I can understand the point he's coming at, but it's like there are more ways you could have done.
Right. You can't just shoot somebody in the head. And like a mercy killing, I guess, because like he because they've been married for like 60 years, and but it was just a random weird story that just popped up a couple days ago. That's kind of been the topic of discussion, I guess.
Yeah, it's like that time I was in Nebraska. I think it was I-80.
Yeah.
Had a truck that flipped over.
Yeah.
With all the discarded part of the meat.
Yes.
That was like one of the first major news stories I heard.
That seems like more of a Nebraska story than the old guy shooting his wife in the head, honestly. That sounds exactly like what happens in Nebraska. Trucks slip over and meat goes everywhere.
Yeah, especially in that temperature out there.
It's true though. And it's so great, like, because I think they were like all that. It was like pigs or cattle or something, and they were all alive too. Like they were being transported. You know what I mean? And it's just like, oh man, that's a grisly way to go.
But yeah, out here in my area where you get, there's a New York State Thruway that runs right behind my house, and I was a firefighter at the time, and a drunk driver on the Thruway went across the median and crashed right to the middle of a tanker carrying milk.
No way. So milk was just everywhere.
Everywhere. I drove up the Thruway in 2 days after to go to Albany.
Yeah.
To go visit.
Still
friends.
milk?
Still milk, moldy, smelled like.
Oh, sour milk, like that much of it collecting on the side of the road? That's got to smell horrible.
Oh, it did.
Were there like puddles of milk, like on the like the ditches and stuff?
So you know how on highways you got the rumble strips?
Yeah.
They were in the rumble strips. They were in the grass. They were in the ditches.
That's just disgusting. I mean, what more can you say about that?
It was. It got so bad to the point where New York State had the street sweepers going out.
Yeah, that's a good call. Now, what time of the year was that? Do you remember?
That was 2019.
What was it, in the summer or the spring, or when was it though? Like,
it was
summertime. So there would have been flies and bugs and all sorts of shit like collecting in that rancid milk.
Yeah.
Oh man, I can't imagine. It's making me nauseous just thinking about it.
Oh yeah, I feel bad for those people that don't have air conditioners that have to run with their windows down.
Yeah, it's true, because man, that smell, that would just have to kill you. Wow. I love it. That's a great story.
Yeah, literally 2 days ago, I think. No. I don't remember. Probably 4 days or so, we got a tornado warning. I'm like, I'm back in New York already. Tornado for the past 3 years.
Yeah, seriously.
But yeah, I'll let you go.
All right, man.
Another line, and I'll send you the video of my car in Illinois.
All right, man. That sounds great. Thanks for calling tonight.
No problem.
All right.
Let me know the meat mountain. I'll join you on.
All right, buddy. That sounds good, man. Take care.
All right. Take care.
We'll see you.
All right, bye.
Okay. There was our good friend from New York who moved to Nebraska and told me about this thing called the Meat Mountain at Arby's that I'd never heard about, which is all the meat and then like chicken strips and whatever the hell they've got, and they just pile it all up and you eat it. I don't know. We got a call from Maine. Drive By Night Show, how are you? And Maine just hung up. All right, let's see if we can get caught up with the chat here. The chat's saying, what happened with the Kentucky call, brother? Yeah, the Kentucky call just wasn't cool. They had an agenda and they said some stuff that I'm not about. So what did you do? What do you do? What do you do? That is funny. Me and you have same name. Jaden Loner. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, you're talking about that Karen video with the Drudge Journey. on my TikTok. I think it's got 6.7 million views. Chat saying one bad apple. That's the truth right there. Chat saying, hey, from Omaha, 72nd Maple. I love it. It's a great area. Then I got some sunglasses sent to me. Thank you so much. What is your name? My name is Omar. I mean Mark. Well, if you have dual citizenship, you can get drafted to either country. Is that true? Keep it going. Go till 1 in the morning only, man. Go till 1. No, thank you. I don't think I can. What is your name? I thought we already said that. Just airdrop it, LOL. 106. No, thanks. Yeah, it was really 106 last week. All right, we got Louisiana on the line. Drive By Night Show. How are you?
I'm pretty good, man. I'd like to order me one of those movie night thingies.
The what? Which are you looking for?
The movie thingy, like the drive-by movie.
Oh, you want to order a drive-by movie?
Yeah.
What do you know what genre that movie is in?
Yeah, I think it's in the genre of the nigger one.
Fuck you, dude. Fuck you. What's your deal? Just grow up, man. Like, you got nothing better to do? Jesus Christ. All right. Anyway, thanks so much for that. And, it makes me wonder. It's like I could talk to this guy. The last two people I talked to were like people that I know. I've had several conversations with. And they're like super great people. And then I let this guy on to get a chance. And he's just a turd. And there's no Kentucky tonight, man. And now there's no Louisiana either. So thanks a lot, guys. Chat saying, I left you a little voicemail, sir. I'm at work. Would love to just talk to you. Okay, I'll listen to your voicemail later. Chat saying, people are wilding out. They sure are. All right, let's see what's going on in Massachusetts. Drive By Night Show, how are you?
I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm doing all right tonight. What's going on?
Just chilling. What you up to?
Oh, cool. You know what? Just taking some phone calls, having some conversations. What did you do today?
Okay, pretty good. I want to talk to you. I just a bit to take it out. About to give you a quick call.
It's all good. What you got big plans for the weekend?
Nah, just haven't.
Yeah, I hear you. Overrated. Yeah. Plans are overrated, don't you think?
Right.
Just
right.
Go with the flow. See what happens.
Right.
I like it.
I want to talk to you. We gotta go.
Oh, okay. You too. Thanks so much.
Bye.
See you. Okay, there was just a quick check-in from Massachusetts, and I am more than okay with that. Thank you so much for the call. Chat saying, at least you got nice people here. Yeah, in the chat. I really think that I do. Chat saying, laugh out loud, I'm from Kentucky. I guess he won't pick up Kentucky calls. Stand by. We got Nebraska on the line. Drive By Night Show, how are you?
Hi, I'm sorry to bother you. You've been on my mind for about a week now.
Okay. What's on?
Sorry, I can't tell you who I am because I have a secret crush on you. Did you hang up?
No, I'm not. I'm really not.
I've seen you around.
Yeah. Okay.
Did you hang up?
No, I'm still here.
I love your hair, the way it falls to your shoulders.
Oh yeah, look at all my hair
you giggle when
on my shoulders.
Someone says something funny. I'm not a big fan of the way you walk, though. It's a bit mannish.
You've never seen me walk.
You need to change that.
I just sit here. You've never seen me walk.
I do have a crush on you.
Well, that's.
I just think you're like the coolest chick I've ever met.
That's a weird laugh.
Look, I'm going to reveal who I am tomorrow. I can't stop thinking about you. I'll see you tomorrow at lunch.
All right. Sounds good.
You've just been praised by Craig.
We've had a lot of this tonight, and they're okay. I want to get to like the response from Kentucky here, but now we got New York on the line. Let's see what's going on. Drive By Night Show, how are you?
Hey, bro, what's good, go?
Not much.
Good, bro?
Not much.
Yeah, you're a stupid nigger.
Wow, man. Oh, wow, when it rains, it pours. When it rains, it pours. You know, good way to get blocked. But I know your number, kid. I know your number. Oh, why you got to go there, man? You don't know me. I don't know you. Just be cool to people. Is this how you go live your life? You're gonna... All right. Here we go. Kentucky. Drive-by Night Show. How are you?
Hey, I'm doing well. I've been trying to get a hold of you. I was on the chat. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. So sorry I didn't pick it up. It was just right before you tried calling, there was someone from Kentucky that called that just wasn't cool. So at that point, I was like, I didn't want them to pick up some other phone from Kentucky. So I was just kind of leery of it. So I apologize if you have altruistic motives.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just here at work. I'm just enjoying you talking to other people, and I did not hear what was said to you, and I'm sincerely sorry for that, man. We're not like this in Kentucky. We're all respectable, man.
I appreciate that, and I appreciate you, and I know you're not, and I know most people aren't, and it's just the sad state of life when you just have one person who, you know, tries to like ruin it for everybody, you know.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, it's purely disgusting. The last 4 calls that you have gotten, I do not understand that. I really don't understand. You're a very kind-hearted person, and you seem like you're very outgoing, and you're doing a good thing here, man. You know, it helps me pass the time.
Yeah, thank you. And that's what it's all about. Like, I want the show to be fun. I want it to be entertaining and a good time. But I also want to, like, talk about stuff. I want to talk about us, you and me, and everybody in life. And if we can figure out a thing or two along the way, then, like, more power to us, you know?
Yeah, excellent, man. If we all work together, I think we can make this world a better place for sure.
We can. And it starts with conversations and discussions and just, you know, but being open-minded with our fellow human beings that we're sharing this country and planet with, you know?
Yeah, for sure. So today is actually 2 hours ago, I ran across your live, and this is my first day actually watching it and everything, and I'm thoroughly enjoying it. And I'm at work here. I work for UPS. I'm a industrial maintenance engineer, and I'm just chilling on my phone, just watching you the whole time, and I'm enjoying the conversations that you're having with certain people.
Me too. Certain people. Well said. And I thank you for that. And I do this every Thursday. From you're what time zone are you in Kentucky there?
It's 12 o'clock right now. It's 12 a.m.
So you're like the Eastern, so you're an hour ahead of me. So I do this every Thursday, excuse me, from 9 till midnight.
Oh, okay.
So I'm almost done.
How long have you been doing this for?
6 months.
6 months, very good.
Yeah. Thank you. This is episode number 24. Which is great. So I've had so much fun doing this. I really have. I've talked with people from all over the place. Had some really a great time with it, you know. And it's something I just like picked up, started doing it in January, like during the pandemic, because it felt like a way to like reach out and talk with people when we couldn't necessarily go out and do it that way. And it's been super cool.
Oh yeah, for sure. And what gave you this idea?
It was just an idea. Like, I liked old like talk shows like on AM radio. I remember listening to those when I was a kid, and they'd have like call-in segments where somebody would call in and talk to the host. And I was like, I always wanted to do that, but I didn't want to go like to school and get like a broadcasting degree and then go have to like apply for jobs. And luckily, like technology kind of like caught up with it. And I recorded like me talking to, I don't know, like my mother or something on the speaker of my phone on my dash cam just inadvertently. And I was amazed at how well the conversation from the speakers picked up like on the recording. And then like the idea just grew from there. I was like, I can make my own makeshift call-in talk show. The technology's there.
Yeah, and it sounds great. Yeah, it really does. You can hear everything, and you have a pretty good voice too. You sound like a radio personality, you know.
Thank you. I think you could do it as well. You've got a great voice.
Thank you. I appreciate that, man. So what have you been doing for a living and everything? What do you do? I don't know if this is what you're doing right now, but I want to hear about that.
What started all of this is I've done Uber and Lyft for like 6 years. So I've been like an Uber driver, and I started like recording my Uber rides on my dash cam like many years ago, and I kind of just held onto those videos for a while. And also during quarantine, I just started like putting little snippets and clips of these videos on TikTok, and they just started getting like lots of views and lots of followers. And it's a stupid number. Like I have something like 74,000 followers on TikTok. So that's like what allowed me to like start doing this show, because I had a certain audience that would just like be here, you know?
Yeah, for sure. That's incredible. I would love to reach out to more people, but I don't know, man. The whole TikTok thing and, you know, entertaining others, I enjoy just talking to people. I'm not very good at making videos or anything like that.
Sure.
I'm more of like a, you know, face-to-face sort of guy, and, you know, and I'm fine with calling, you know, and talking and so forth, man. But you said you lived in a bunch of places. Where else have you lived? You're in Nebraska right now, right?
Yeah. I lived in Kansas and Missouri and California. And I think I just hung up on you. Gosh darn it, man! I'm so sorry. I've done that a couple times tonight, where I'm dumping another call that's trying to bust through, and I don't know if I'm just doing it too fast in a way, but then I ended up hanging up on you. I'm so sorry for that, Kentucky, and I will save your number because you're the good caller from Kentucky, and you're more than welcome to call back anytime. And I've only got a few minutes left in the show anyway, so you're welcome to call back. But like I said, I'm out of here in about 4 minutes, so I apologize sincerely for hanging up on you. I did not mean to. I was enjoying that conversation a lot, and you seem like a very nice person, and I respect you so much for that. So thank you. I'm sorry. Chat is saying you got someone getting pulled over behind you, ? I do, and there's still like something going on over there. Maybe I'll drive by it real quick on the way home. Chat's saying I'm the one that called from Massachusetts. Secret love, haha. What a charming laugh. All right, let's try Nebraska real quick. Drive by Night Show, how are you?
Hello?
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's another prank call. We've done that one a few times. I don't hate it. I'm not saying don't do it. I kind of just want to read the chat for the last few minutes here. Chat saying my skin crawling from that laugh. Wow. I saw it coming. Yeah. Great people, would also love for them to be exposed now. Yeah, I hear you. Why people talk like it's a cool game, I don't know. Facts. Man, phone calls be like Xbox 360 voice chats. Boy, you said it, huh? There's a bunch of cowards. Just cowards. It's like we said earlier, if you're not willing to come up and say that to my face or anybody else's face, then just don't do it. And that just makes you a coward. If you want to say it to people's faces, you go right ahead. But just realize there's repercussions to this. You're not silent. You're not invisible in this world. People can find out who you are. Chet saying, love this caller. Yes. Are those cop lights? Yes, they are. It looks like the popo behind you. Yes, we always enjoy being here and having a laugh track. They have been there. Cops got someone. All right. We got like a minute left in the show. Let's just drive by. Let's see what the cops are doing. And then we'll just get out of here and call this show good for the night. What else we got here? What's the red light behind you? Yay. it's okay. Thank you, Kentucky. I apologize again for hanging up with you. I'm glad you heard me, though. Android game, yeah, it's true. No problem. I will talk to you another day. Thank you so much. Yes. Are you getting pulled over? I am not getting pulled over. Somebody else did. And we're going to go drive by and do a quick little investigation on the Drive-By Night Show. We're going to drive by and see what happened. Love this show. Take care. Thank you so much. Big yup. Haha. Okay, we're caught up with the chat, and we're about to sign off. Thank you so much, everyone. We're going to drive by and see what the cops are doing. This is the Drive-By Night Show. I'm here every Thursday, 8 o'clock to 11 o'clock Central Time. For everyone out there that's cool and supportive and calls in and wants to like just talk and hang out and learn about each other and laugh and grow and try and like just be decent humans to each other, I can't thank you guys enough. You're the backbone of this whole thing. And to any hater out there or loser that thinks that they're going to win and get over by saying a couple of choice words and that they're getting over and they're accomplishing something, you're not. And screw you for thinking that you are and keeping coming with it. And nobody's interested. All right. There you go. There's my impassioned speech. Go to YouTube at All the Rides. Search Drive-By Night Show in the podcast. And let's see if we can flip the camera. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Here we go. So here's the cops right there. We'll just do a quick little drive-by here. And I don't know if it looks too serious. No, they got the flashlight in somebody's, like they're pointing the flashlight in somebody's window. And there's like two of them up there, and the person kind of looked like, I don't know, maybe they were passed out or drunk or something that didn't look good. So there you go. We gave a quick drive-by, and we're out of here. I'll see you next Thursday. Please join me. Thank you so much, and good night.